October and Grapefruit here with the cast. Um, Grapefruit, do you want to introduce yourself? Say a few words.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Grapefruit, owner of the Continuum Esports team. And we're just, here on a Saturday night volunteering our time for the content of the NADCL League.
Oh yeah, it's like the lobby we're casting for. They're into it too.
Yeah, they're about it. D2 didn't get enough coverage this season due to the scheduling and the, let's call it, subpar casters charging Peter Pan Dam, or PPD, TI winner. They charged him a lot of money, and I feel bad for him because some of it was grief, but we'll do our best here.
They do say the best things in life are free, right? So this is totally free cast. It's gonna be good. Um, yeah. So we're gonna be casting Pronouns 2 versus Chompers X. Um, little background. I think we 2-0 Pronouns and we went 1-1 against Chompers. This should be pretty fun to see because whoever wins this series, we're gonna fight them next week.
That'll be exciting. That'll be exciting. So
You
we're scouting and casting at the same time.
that's what you gotta do to win, right? Do you know anything about these guys? Like we're getting into the draft.
I know
Switched
nothing
over.
besides Ghoul's like good at Dota, like pretty good.
So switched over to Dota. Our cams are off. So we're getting into the draft right here. Already no fancy overlays, but did a little bit of research. Looks like Chompers really do not like the Viper hero with 14 bans. Probably gonna ban Prophet next. Yep. Then on the side of Pronouns, they do not like the Doom. They don't like the Tiger. Or interesting that they banned the Vengeful Spirit. So we'll see what type of strategy they.
Yeah, it'll be so. Do they ban Viper usually? Is that something that we usually see coming out from the Chompers fellows?
Yeah, Viper is their most banned hero with 14 bans. Then the next one is Prophet at 10 bans.
I guess
But
I don't blame them. I don't really like Viper either, but I'm bad, so like, it makes sense.
these are very interesting heroes because I would say most of the time people just don't want to deal with them and then they ban them. Then there's like rare occasions that some of these picks go through, and then I feel like since most of the time these guys are banned, like when they do get a chance to play one of these heroes, they just like don't know how to execute. You know what I mean,
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. An
all
Earth
right,
Spirit.
yeah. So they demolished
That's
us
for
with this
Ghoul,
Earth
right?
Spirit. Ghouls are mid. So Earth Spirit, I forgot who their
Oh, I thought,
four was, but he was
but he was good at it.
He was really active. Um, he missed a lot of roles, but the fact that he was just everywhere all at once, applying so much pressure was, I think it threw us off our pace. Interesting. First pick Pugna for Pronouns. I think they um really enjoy this hero. Just pretty good backliner. Can heal, annoying a little bit, but I don't know if it's first pick material. Although I will respect it because on our team we always first pick Witch Doctor, and there's only been like one or two teams that have banned the Witch Doctor. But
I mean, you sort
um,
of, you guys sort of have to first pick Witch Doctor. I mean, we're like leaking the shit out of the strats here, but um,
uh, I mean we have backups, but it's like everyone is really good at something. So like I play like the broken heroes. Everyone else has like some broken heroes, so it's really hard to ban out our entire hero pool. Um,
right.
but I don't know if this Pugna is gonna be as worth it as picking up our Witch Doctor because we have a Witch Doctor specialist. So
He is a
I
specialist. He plays it in an interesting way, but it works. He has an interesting way of playing it, but um it's been highly successful. So I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I will say the being the one laning with him, it's really enjoyable because
He heals
uh
you.
yeah, he heals, he harasses, and it's a lot of fun. Like I don't like insta lose every lane.
It's just like in that last game, like you're playing against the Tide. Just like if only you had Maledict against like
Oh
a
yeah.
Tide.
We've
A Timber
definitely.
Saw.
Oh yeah. So interesting here. Timbersaw. They usually ban Timbersaw, but in this case they picked Timbersaw. But
Death
interesting to see.
Prophet and a Void.
Oh my goodness gracious! This team is looking very strong already. I will say this Death
I just
Prophet
do they
is
like
like
I just don't how did like they don't like kill the Timber really though.
um
I mean, isn't Spirit Siphon's percent base damage, right?
they changed that. It's now like a static number.
Oh,
Because when it was percent based, it was really powerful. People were picking it like hard support, just
right.
because it would scale the whole game. But they've recently changed that. But I've
Huh.
been winning a lot with Death Prophet in the off lane. She builds Diva's Guard, which works really well with her kit. Gives her a ton of armor. Mitigates a lot of armor. Another thing you build on her is like the Shroud. It has like mana problems, but tanking with Eternal Shroud, some of that damage gets converted to mana. And then the last piece to complete the hero is when missing health, right? So she has a spirit, like
Right.
a super tanky hero, and we actually had problems against. I think we're doing some research
Centaur.
because that ban is deep.
Well, so my problem that I'm seeing for Chompers right now is like can you kill anybody in Chrono at the moment?
Probably
Like
not.
if you don't get the Pugna in the Chrono, how do you kill anybody in the Chrono? You get
Oh, that's
if
true.
like
Yeah,
Decrepify is like really value right now.
yeah. Oh, really tanky.
I'm sort of on the Pronouns draft here. I think they lack damage. I think they need a mid laner who's gonna pump out the damage. But other than that, like I think this is gonna be like a really hard game for the Void to do anything.
Yeah, they get the Ember
And
Spirit.
like this Ember pick, like you go Mage Slayer, but they don't.
It's not that high damage that
It's
cut through
like
all that health and
they're not
armor.
like they're all like sort of magical heroes except for Timber who's like pure, but they don't do a lot of damage to begin with. So if they pick like a physical, I mean, I think you go like Slark Band. I mean, Slark's not great against Chrono, but you have saves. Like the Chrono's not even that scary here because like nobody on the pronouns like dies in Chrono.
Yeah, they have a nice saving backline, and these guys are super tanky and natural counter
They're
to.
they and Chompers lack some like hard disable outside of Chrono,
Yep.
like reliable stuns. I mean,
It-
I think a Slark could be like pretty powerful here. You need they need physical DPS. And I don't really know what else is left, like Ursa's Band, Alex Band. Um, I'm trying to think of what else you can pick. Like Troll could even be good. I mean, I'd say you pick the Faceless Void, but they already have it on Chompers. Let me like, I don't even remember what heroes play Dota. Let me see what else is good. Like EA could be good.
Oh, there's a Slark ban.
Yeah, that's a good ban.
Last pick.
I mean, like Luna could be fine.
That's really.
So they need a support here for Chompers. They need their five. Or is
Yeah,
this a Death Prophet 5? Like 20, I mean, I guess 23 picks really not that good, so you can you can take your 5 here.
gotta be some synergy with
Alright, I'm gonna pull up the
Ew.
stream so I can see if there's anyone chatting. Any chatters? Got one viewer.
Here, let's go. Oh, they'll,
Oh,
they'll
it says
come.
there's a couple viewers. They'll come.
Everyone's battle cupping.
If you build it, you know what they say. If you build it, they will come.
Go. So you're favoring pronouns draft right now?
At the
Oh, the
moment.
shaman. Okay. So this looks like a very strong, all at once death ball-y type draft. That.
Welcome to another exciting game of
Oh my goodness. There's her physical
Oh, I think
damage.
pronouns win this games. I think they win this game.
Yeah, they have lots of answers to the chrono. I wonder if that was intentional.
Yeah, I favor the pronouns draft here. I don't really know enough about the players to, if the like skill level of the players was like equal, I'm taking pronouns. But I think the Chompers, like from what I'm looking right now, I think the Chompers team is a little bit like higher
They
skill.
they definitely have the burden of execute. Have to execute perfect.
Yeah, they have to play really well.
But even so, like
Pronouns.
if you don't get Naga in a song, if you don't get Pugna, there's Prepify. But
I definitely think pronouns does have an easier draft to execute.
like out here,
All right, get
both
ready.
teams are
Looks like
smoking out.
they're both going bottom. We might have a clash. Little first blood action. Who's got the better first? I think. I don't know who has stronger first blood. I guess it depends on.
Like they're gonna run into each other, or they're gonna at least scout them out.
Oh, they're
There they
charging.
go, walking up the
Bosu up
ramp.
the hill.
Oh, there comes the stun. Can they follow up? Mercantility running away. There comes the Inkswell. It's catching him. Gonna be able to pop it whenever it is. Death Prophet forced to level the Spirit
Oh,
Siphon. He's getting away. Now they
the
turn their
Timber missed the
sights.
whirling death. Saved the Death Prophet.
Nice ward here. They're just all over in their triangle. Are you able to control your own camera, or are you watching
Yeah.
what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
controlling? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm controlling my own camera.
The true action starts here, right when the bounty runes spawn. They do have that ward. Gonna
This
see the
void.
void.
It's all up to you.
Does have the time walk. Dropping pretty low. Time walks away.
That
Like
was a
it's
little
gonna
risky.
be...
Like he knew they were there. I don't know.
He did not get the rune though, so it's just gonna be one tango down for him.
I don't even think he eats a tango here. I think he's full by the time he gets back to lane. All right. So I mean, I don't really see the potential for any of these lanes to really. Where's the kill threat? I guess bottom? Maybe? Like I don't see anyone dying mid.
I think what's gonna end up happening is this Death Prophet, or Earth Spirit is just gonna get Death Prophet to a solid state, right? Because they can't really kill her. Once
They're just gonna spam their spam spells on the Naga.
once she's strong enough to survive the lane, they're just gonna have the
Earth Spirit's gonna run mid.
Yeah, and then Death Prophet's just gonna get a lot. But this mid lane, interesting.
I mean, I'm no mid player, but I assume this is sort of just a trade. It should
Weird.
be just a trade lane. They're
They're
both
hella
low,
trading.
but I think the Void has to be careful here. I think if he uses his time walk, and then walks up too far, he just dies.
Creeps going into there.
Our Spirit Courier hunting, but Naga's hiding it under the tower.
Poor Prophet, he's getting harassed quite a bit. So it seems to be pretty quiet. Everyone's just trading creeps. The Pugna is extremely aggressive. Death Prophet is trying to heal through it all. Top lane, a little bit of action. Jump away.
Boss is pretty low here. He's gotta be careful.
Right out the last hits. They're pretty happy as long as he doesn't get killed soon. Oh,
Pause.
pause.
BM pause? There hasn't even been any kills. Rage quit.
Gonna give a shout out to NADCL League. Chatting. Oh, there was a very unfortunate pause. I remember now. We were playing against Chompers. We were smoking and trying to catch their carry. And right as I ran into
Vision. He popped the smoke.
right as because there was a guy like hiding in the trees and it was really awkward because I bumped into him and the pause happened, so they totally knew it was coming and we got demolished there.
Ah, that's that's the worst.
So mid is probably a boring lane to watch here, but the
Yeah,
Timber is
they're
actually
both level 3. Like I don't think
Timber is
anyone
owning
dies.
on the last hits though. 13 and 7 versus the 8 and 2. See what Emperor does if he's gonna
He's
leave
up a
or...
decent amount of XP. He's up by a quarter of a level.
Oh yeah,
That
that's really good.
was-
There it is. Another pause.
Bro, you're gonna tack pause my fucking range twice? Dude, this ghoul guy is toxic. Toxic.
That's the NA Dota special, yeah?
I guess so. Yo, Chief Doggy is in. He's watching the stream. Best Witch Doctor player in the North America Dota something league.
Oh,
Challengers
what?
League. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Chief's in here. What's up? I don't think he's just lurking, so I don't know.
He's
We
lurking.
just called him out for no reason. He's
Yeah, I
probably
just
got
saw him. I just saw him. I had to call him out for being nasty at Witch Doctor.
he's got us on the big screen. Hot tub. Perfect way to spend
Yo,
the night.
PPD gave us a shout out in the announcements channel. Look at
Oh,
that.
nice. Thanks, Peter.
Cheater. I'm giving back to the community after I quit, after my one content piece.
So, what are you gonna do for us once we win recipes party?
We could do that. We could do a pizza party.
A little continuum merch, like a coaster, branded coaster.
Yeah, well, we'll cook up something. We'll cook up something. I'm currently trying to get my Division 1 team to actually show up for their match. I gotta bribe Red too to play. He's like ready to quit Dota and go like he's got like some internship or something and like a job that he's trying
My
to do
God,
and he's
real
getting rid
life
of.
stuff. Oh
He's
no, none of
supposedly,
that.
dude. He's like whatchamacallit, like bipolar when it comes to that shit. He changes his mind like every other day.
Feel
He's
that.
like, if I get top 4, if we get top 4, like, will you buy me a pair of shoes? I'm like, sure, I'll buy you, I'll buy you a pair of shoes.
quite the incentive.
As I'm like driving home, he's like asking me, he's like, I'm like, go first place NADCL. He says, first place what? I get your girlfriend? I said, no,
Whoa.
she's not for sale. And then he's like, does she have friend? I'm like, yeah. She's like, ask them if they want a broke boyfriend.
Gotta get this guy on like Dota Tinder.
Dude,
Actually, no, no, no. I
he's
will
like
say,
banned. He was banned from Tinder. He was banned from
oh,
Tinder, so B God had to give him his phone number so,
whoa,
so
what?
he can make a new. No, no, he wasn't banned. He said he was shadow banned. So,
Okay,
or like, I think that's just his excuse for not getting any matches. But also
yeah.
Tinder is a secret paywall, and he's like broke, so he can't afford it.
Oh, yeah.
But Tinder has like secret paywall, so he got Tinder. He got B God to buy him Tinder Gold.
Could also be a skill issue.
Could be.
I got my first Tinder match after like 5 years of
Five
I w-
years?
I wouldn't say daily, but just like, once in a while, pop that shit open. I don't know. See. But I will say, don't date a Dota girl if possible.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I would
don't
never.
don't mix work and play.
I mean, you mean pleasure and other type of pleasure.
Oh,
I mean, because Dota's not work
it is
unless
for
you're like RTZ.
NA. Everyone treats this game so seriously and like
Dude, I
ranked
don't know.
games
Like I'm
and
like playing. Like, I like my Smurf MMR is like 1,000 higher than my main
oh,
because
damn.
I just keep like getting these games where like I get like Prue yelling at me and I just start running it down.
Everyone's so serious. It's like kitchen culture, right? Where they're like just super anal about timings and screaming, and there's like the Gordon Ramsay memes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, but like I feel like pubs are kind of the same thing. Like your support misses a pull, people just go crazy or miss the last hit,
Dude,
or
like
PB.
yesterday, I literally had a
Damn.
15K net worth lead. I'm 9,000 gold higher than
All right.
the enemy. I'm double the enemy carry's net worth at 32 minutes.
Oh wow.
And my team does two stupid things. They flame me and I go AFK.
Oh, that is the duality.
And it's
Team
like my
games.
off lane like Necrophos. Like so I'm Alchemist. And I get my radiance at like 12 minutes. And my off lane Necrophos, who's like 1 in 5, is rushing a radiance brown boots radiance.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that's just tilting me. He's just tilting me. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he goes Yashikaya at like 25 minutes? Or
Ooh.
no, he doesn't even have.
Look,
He has
actually
his
made the
full
rotate. Here
Yashikaya at
comes
31.
Timber with the
Oh,
first blood. Very
oh
nice.
no, Ghoul.
Look
Ghoul.
like
Someone all chat him. All chat him. Gave you
gave
time
you
to
time
think.
to
Hey,
think.
oh,
This is funny.
oh shit.
Meanwhile, at the top lane, they're trying to poke around the shaman. Enough stick charges to keep him healthy. There comes a shackle, and it's actually the centaur that's the one that's dropping low. Time Walk's gonna be able to slow
I
him,
don't think
but
they can get him.
gonna be close if they decide.
Oh,
Oh, super close. He has the Helm of Iron Will, so he is chilling. Oh, I missed a kill bottom. They dove the Naga and actually killed her. Now they're trading damage. Just a lot of action. All three lanes. Top lane, they get a kill on the centaur. I guess he just walked up.
why did he come back?
I guess he just
I'm
thought he was
so
unkillable, but
confused.
this Aethershock is no joke. 200 magic damage. Pretty nasty. And now Bard's on the run. Roshan coming out of his pit. And looks like Pronouns having a little trouble other than the mid lane. But once Timber pops off, it's going to be really hard for Chompers to deal with. Despite all the action in the top lane, Dire seems to be pretty healthy at resources.
Yo, Chief Doggy's watching on the couch,
Hell yeah. 5 minute delay.
relaxing after his nice 2-0 victory.
Oh yeah, chilling.
I
This
missed it.
can't.
How'd the Naga die?
They just over. Just
Oh,
you know, the Prophet once he gets levels in Crypt Swarm, it just gets like super painful. I think Naga has a pretty terrible strength gain.
what? My escape button's not working. It's unfortunate.
Gains 2.4. I don't know if that's normal. Feels pretty low. Yeah, 2.4 is kind of on the low end, and they're just spamming spells at her. And I mean, she does have 800 HP. It's pretty high, but you know,
Yeah, but they do like all magical damage.
top lane there's some action. They're trying to go on
Oh.
Void, but he actually just shakes off all the damage and turns it around. The time walk.
I don't think you man up here, Mr.
Centaur
Bosu.
dropping
He's gonna-
low. There comes the stick, the
Dude.
one.
You're not that tanky.
He still has the Lotus plant as well, but I don't know.
How are they up 1k with this 1 to 3? Is it all on the mid lane? I mean, Naga's got 42 CS.
He is very happy.
And the Timbers just owns this lane like so hard
Yeah.
right now.
Your lane. Oh, they're going on the Death Prophet bottom. There comes the Ensnare. Lots of damage coming out. Trying to heal up a little with Spirit Siphon. She is in our tower range, turning it around. Not really scared of the Pugna. Mid lane looks like they're
I think Pugna needed the drop ward.
trying to jump on this. I mean, Earth Spirit's got the urn. No charges. He's ready. Might try to make a play, but Timber's too tanky. There comes the roll. Doesn't connect.
He-
Gonna have to
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't even know if they can kill him with if that roll connects. Blink rush here on the Timber.
Well, it looks like Bard actually took the Twin Gate top to try to maybe backstab him. Shaman is out of mana, but he has pretty nice skill build. Looks like top lane might be seeing some action soon. Void doesn't quite have the chrono yet. He has 3 points in the bash. And they are going to try to jump on him. There comes the stun, the ink swell, the silence to follow. Popping that. He gets hexed up and look like there's enough. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Yo, that's interesting.
A buggy interaction.
That's just hard to kill Void if you don't burst him. Alright. Like, Earth Spirit handled the mid lane for a little bit. XP. So, almost go time for Chompers. I think since the lanes are going really well for Pronouns, they're happy to extend this laning stage as long as possible. But they do need to claim their first tower. Lots of pressure here on the top tower. Pugna throwing out those nether blasts. Really chewing through these towers here. Timber's gonna try to reinforce this as well, but he's actually going on to the Earth Spirit, blocks his roll, but he kicks him away. Timber gets the kill on the Earth Spirit. Now Ghoul trying to find something. Ooh, there comes the nice root. DP's actually here top too, so this is a double court gank. Make it 3. Timber's gonna try to kill the DP. She's super low. There comes the Spirit Siphon. Won't be enough. It won't be. DP falling immediately.
Oh, they're gonna go
Shadow
for more.
Shaman.
Can they?
He's just taking so much damage. Pugna, Decrepify is gonna be able to save him.
I don't know if he necessarily had to do that, but oh, this could
Here
be the
comes
end
the
of the
roll.
Timber.
Roll did not connect.
No.
This Grimstroke. They have a pretty decent backline on Pronouns, so it's gonna be really hard for Chompers to
Oh,
get what they
dude, this
want.
guy already has a blink. His Timber has a blink.
Holy
I
moly.
like don't know. I don't know. Like, is that like good to go first item blink? I mean, he's snowballing, so I guess blink ags.
If he's got enough damage, which I think he does, he's gonna try to jump supports and get 3 kills. They're trying to ping out the Shadow Shaman. They do see him. Ink Swell, Blink, Timber Saw, Chakram, and really nice combo there. They just find a free pick. But DP is actually here. trying to handle things. Timber, oh, with another nice block on the Earth Spirit. Pronouns getting a clean 2 kills. Power's still not dead. Yeah, I guess they're just happy. They're happy to keep it going. Looks like Faceless Void picked up a Morbid Mask. It'll be a while before he gets online here, I would say. See what Ghoul's going. I think he's going to Maelstrom first.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. Dire's top tower just went brick.
Pronouns claim their first top tower. Gonna be happy with all this space. Especially with Naga, any space you give up is gonna be really hard to reclaim once you get your kit
I
going.
agree. This Naga's
Yasha.
having like a really free time now. Like this Timber's just gonna keep
They're pinging
applying
out the
pressure, creating
Ember.
space.
Smoke, can they catch? They do see where his remnant is, but they're gonna see if they can catch him before that. We're pretty fast. He does see the Pugna, gets revealed. But he runs right into his team. There comes Timber. He's just gonna remnant away. So I don't know. This looks pretty nasty for Chompers. Or this point in the game.
Yeah, I think. I don't know about the. I mean, I guess Ghoul sort of has to go this Maelstrom first, because how else are they really gonna deal with the Naga? I mean, the Naga's not gonna be their problem in the beginning. Greetings from Peru, says Aussie man. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce the rest of that. 5 minutes later, he will hear this.
QP.
Oh, Centaur dead.
Whoa, I totally missed that. Was that a chrono? It was a chrono,
Yes, it was.
Though.
The
So,
Centaur.
I mean,
And wards.
they really need the
They
space.
should be able to take this tower.
They can't defend towers, so sometimes the best defense is offense.
Absolutely. All right, I need a 2-minute hiatus. I gotta fill up my water. Parched.
Alright, sounds good.
Parched.
Parched. Quick hydration break from our co-caster here. And Bard just laying down another blast on the towers. So, Chompers, looks like they're going to have to get their space. Really squeezing them into their triangle. They even have it warded over here. Well, but Pronouns, not giving them an inch at all. They're going to be going a little past the tier 2, looking for some action. Spotting a courier. Link. Can they find the courier? They got it. So, it's kind of a weird situation. Oh, Faceless Void is going to get spotted. There comes the Ghost. It does connect this time because of the bug. Earth Spirit rolling in, doesn't connect. They're going to be fighting. There's going to be the double life suck. Oh my god, a ton of damage. They're going to take out the Faceless Void and the Earth Spirit and the Wisdom Rune as well. And now Shadow Shaman's left running for his life. DP's here. She ults, but the Shadow Shaman's almost about to fall. Pugna's going to TP out. So it's just Timber against the 3 heroes of Tyre, and he blinks away with the pause. Uh-oh. There is a definite 10 minutes of pause. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. It's 5 minutes of pause. Oh, man. This might be a administrator call right here. I have to roll out the replay. Ember trying to get away, but there comes the remnant from Ember. He's really hard to pursue. And maybe impossible once he gets the haste, but Death Prophet's gonna Spirit Siphon them up. Get him slow. Not sure what that was. That was probably a mini-map click there. But, again, looks like this exorcism isn't there. Oh my god, Timber goes in, but he actually gets caught trying to defend the Observer Ward.
That's a big feed, but the gold went to the Shaman.
So, after that tiny skirmish, there was another pause. And there may have been
Their bottom tower
some sketchy stuff because I feel like they were paused for over 5 minutes, and they said they thought that Pronouns thought that they had 10 minutes of pause time. So I don't know how
I
that's
don't think they
gonna.
were paused for 5 minutes.
You don't think so?
No.
Radiant scanning for enemies.
So it's gonna be interesting if
Unpopular.
more pauses come out.
Well, next game I'll keep a pause timer.
Yeah. Keep an eye. Watchful eye. So I'm gonna say Shaman is playing pretty well. He made the top lane habitable. I felt like Pronouns should have just built a void infinitely. He kept it habitable. He's finding these opportunities to survive and disable people. I say very nice from Shaman. He's actually 200-300 gold away from a blink, so he's a big player here.
I mean, I guess the thing is, like, a Blink Hex Shackle in this particular game, isn't. It's not like you're playing against the Void. Like, the Naga is gonna be really hard to Blink Hex Shackle and not just die to the illusions.
Mm-hmm.
Centaur is gonna be really tanky.
Oh,
Like, you're gonna
there's the Centaur ult. Orchid right onto the Ember. He's silenced for quite a bit, snared up and dead. Rotation from the Faceless Void. I don't know if this is what he wants to do. No, Ember is dead, but they do spot him. They're gonna try to just grab as much land as possible and pressure them out. He actually blinks in. Timbersaw taking out half his life. There comes the Orchid. Oh my god, they catch the Void, but can they finish him off? The Shadow Shaman trying to just delay this as much as possible. The Void getting caught, and now the Shaman barely avoiding death as Pronouns just get away with the 2 clean core kills. Being disastrous for Chompers this game.
And that's what I was saying with this Void pick. Like, he's not gonna be able to do anything in this game at all. And they really, at this point, can't kill anybody.
Yeah. He's got Mask of Madness, 1 piece away, the most expensive piece from Maelstrom, but even so, Pronouns draft have a lot of save and extremely difficult. They are smoked up a little bit, the supports. And this Pugna is just applying so much pressure to these towers. We don't even see any action on the mid lane, but the tier 2 tower is like 30% already.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game is just really hard. I don't really see a way that Chompers can come back into this, especially if they keep applying pressure on the Radiant. The Naga late game they really don't have an answer for it, and they're so far ahead on the Timber right now that if they just keep applying pressure, take all these outer buildings, take Roche, there's really no window for them to come back. And their big team fight spell Chrono with Exorcism, I just feel like there's not enough to kill
Yeah.
off these tanky cores in the Naga.
They need like 3 different sources of advantage just to have a good fight here. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen because the Pugna sieging the tower is just blowing away. The Timber being so tanky along with the Aghanims just to soak up as much space as possible. And I think what Void likes to do is jump into the enemy heroes and like Chrono and just absorb the space. But when Timber's in your face, it makes things really awkward. There's gonna be a blink ult from Shadow Shaman. Inkswell Shard dispels the Timber, and now he's jumping on the Shaman, trying to finish him off, but he actually dodges that. DP's here with their Exorcism, and there comes the Chronosphere. They're trying to dump as much damage as they can onto the Timber. He's dropping really low. Shadow Shaman blinking in. It's gonna be able to finish him off. The double ink Phantom Ghost. Grim's gonna fall on the backlines here, and with a nice zoning there. Hold that thought. There's gonna be Naga jumping onto the DP, blows him up immediately. Pronouns looking for more, even though they're down 2 people. But beautiful fight by Chompers. We were able to really take advantage of the space and churn out as much damage and get that timber kill.
Yeah, Timber overextended a little bit. And you saw it basically took all their spells to kill him.
Oh, what a
But
interesting D ward there. Here comes a jump onto the centaur. Doesn't connect. They do have the spirit vessel, which I think helps take out these tanky heroes quite a bit. So there's a smoke that just broke here. Timber is gonna get Inkswell, jumps in onto the Earth Spirit, blows them up in about 1 second. They're gonna be stomping onto the Ember Spirit, and really good connection there. As Pronouns just grab another 2 heroes off the map.
If Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower left.
Take a look at the graphs.
Man,
Damn.
Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows. I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball.
NK
Dire's historical
net worth
bottom
lead
tower
for
is
Pronouns,
but if I was,
looking to
before I
steal
would have Radiant's
Tormentor.
tower coming down.
Chompers actually do have a ward over here. They are dropping pretty low, and the Tormentor is not going down, so they are forced to back off.
they need
Chompers
the Timber. for
might be
that.
jumping in. There's going to be Earth Spirit jumping in, gets the silence off. There comes a slow. They're jumping onto the Pugna, which is a really good target. With a good disengage, Centaur ulti, they turn around and kill the Earth Spirit. They're just too many people, too far ahead, and too big. This Naga is absolutely huge now. 14k net worth, just completely taking over the entire top side of the map. Manta, Eternal Shroud, and Orchid being able to farm and join these fights at the perfect time. This is getting real grim.
Going back to that skirmish right there. I mean, that roll-in was a little ambitious. Like, you knew that they were all there. I mean, I guess we're lucky that the Earth Spirit was the only one that commit there. Because if anyone else goes, I still think they die. I think the Pugna got off the decrep and he used the Earth Spirit used the 2 spells, and then what? There's nothing left.
Looks like DP went for the Lotus Orb.
Dire's top
Gonna be
tower
nice to
will
just
really
remove some garbage. Oh, if that will be enough. Looks like Chompers do have like enough damage, but again, they have to execute perfectly. They smoke up while Pronouns is doing Roche. It is
Man, just
slow,
like-
but it's working.
Are they gonna still fight this after the Roche
Chompers.
is gone?
No, it's happening. The Roche is about to fall. It's really close. Aegis to the Timbersaw, and there comes the DP, popping the Exorcism. Oh, but it's actually Grimstroke dumping all his spells on DP. He's not going to connect with anyone, but he almost gets instantly deleted. There goes a beautiful Chrono catching 3 heroes, and DP's healing up. There's the Shadow Shaman wards as well, but Faceless Void instantly blowing up after that.
That
fight-
the timber axe did so much damage there.
It really did. Blew him up. On the back end, Ember was able to catch the Grimstroke. Naga Song and be able to stop the Shaman. Can he get out though? No, he is Dunzo Washington. He's so done that they let the clone take care of him. That's oh.
Big smile on your big dumb face. Oh, this
Props for trying the fight, but yeah, that Timber Axe was gaining power in the middle of the Chrono with everyone around him, and after the Chrono ended, it just blew him up. Plus, he has the 8, so just having a good time. Universal Heroes. Looks like they're gonna jump on the Ember Spirit. Kills the Phantom, gets away. Now it's high ground defense. Faceless Void kind of getting caught up top with the Mask of Madness. Actually loses about 80% of his HP. Gonna be able to time walk away though. But yeah, now it's high ground defense for Chompers. Oh, they're actually playing around with this Death Prophet. Going a little past the tier 3. And Timber just blowing up Death Prophet like no one's business. What was that?
Yeah, I completely forgot what the Timber Axe did. So I mean, I thought it was still the double chakram. So I was like, why the hell is he rushing this? And I read the spell. I'm like, oh, this is like really broken.
Yeah, you could pop the passive. It's like two effects, right? The first effect is the barrier. He just becomes unkillable. But if no one's hitting Timber, which sometimes will happen, especially during that chrono, he gains up enough charge, and like a giant nuke when it expires, like an Abaddon. Crack that Abaddon shield. Nice set of racks here for the pronouns. They're going to be looking to push the second set of racks bottom lane. And it looks like Chompers won't be able to do anything against all this tankiness.
Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble. Dire's bottom tower's gone to
I think it's time to call it.
Oh, all right. Here comes a battle. DP just dying 2 seconds after the exorcism. This Centaur is doing so much damage with the Shiva's Guard. They're far in the back line. Buyback from DP. They're jumping on the Timber, but he has the Aegis. The song's gonna prolong it. And oh, I love this. The Naga clones are just destroying the Shadow Shaman ults. Well, that's all happening. Faceless Void gets leashed up, gets killed. And it looks very, very sad for Chompers as they're trying their desperate, and all they can get is a Grimstroke. Their entire team getting demolished.
I think you call it here. Yep.
GG is called. Game 1 goes to Pronouns 2. So that was a really nice draft and playstyle. You called it. Pronouns just didn't have to execute as hard.
Yeah. I mean, that was sort of what I was thinking from the draft. I was just like, it's really hard to kill these heroes. And the Chompers weren't able to execute. Their lanes went really poorly, top and mid. And the Timber was just able to snowball, and they really had no way to deal with them. Basically what it came down to.
Yeah, I was just surprised about how much damage this Timber was doing all throughout the game. He was deleting the Prophet. So we're going to be waiting for the next come up. It is a best of 3. Pronouns 2.
Let's do.
So, what do you think was the most exciting part of that last game?
Well, I think the mid lane, how it went down was sort of the most exciting part in my opinion. I mean, I guess you could say once Timber got his Ags and was just blowing people up. But I didn't expect the lane to go like that. I thought that was gonna be more of a trade lane. And at 10 minutes, this Timber was up 2,200 gold, which is sort of crazy. So I guess that was, and then that Roche fight there was pretty cool, where he chronos the Timber with his Zags popping off, and then it actually kills his entire team.
That was nuts.
That was my
I
takeaway. I want to see a more balanced draft, and maybe not have Chompers not throwing all their eggs in the basket in the first phase there, with the Death Prophet and the Faceless Void, so just giving everything away.
Yeah, they picked it. Yeah, they showed
They
the DP
was
Void pretty early. So,
Yeah, because I mean,
it's
their last pick was the Shaman. I mean, it's like, do you really need to save like a Shaman for 23? Like, not really. Um,
But I think this Pugna player actually like played really well. That
Uh,
hero's sort of like hard to not like feed on. And he played it really well, and it showed. Like he was just sitting in the back healing and throwing wards down. Um,
he
they,
really masked his presence. Hard to just kind of like pay attention to him during anything because he was just kind of a ghost.
yeah, he was positioned really well in all the fights, and like this Earth Spirit was never even able to get on top of him, because of how he's positioned, and it was really really big in the fights.
Up like this anime called Go no Basket, Kuroko's Basketball, and that was like when Eternal Envy was still around. They were like making their profile pictures like characters from the show. The whole premise was like the one of the main characters weak, but because he was so weak, he would just disappear and behind people, and that was his play style, just consistent. So I guess in the skirmishes and the team fights and whatnot, he wasn't really there, but he definitely applied tons and tons of pressure with the Nether Blast and also just healing people and giving people mana.
Yeah, no, he played really well. They all played really well. I think the Centaur struggled a little bit in the lane. I think they made a couple little mistakes. But I think the Naga, the Timber, and the Pugna played basically exceptionally. And it was big is the primary reason that they were able to win that game. And I think just the void, like the Pronouns draft, just addressed the void so well. I think that even if that game went another 20 minutes and he was able to get 2 more core items, I still don't think it matters.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Void is not
I want
as
to
like
see.
a hard carry, right? He just has the very powerful control. He's a little evasive, but he's not like a carry that just dunks damage. That has like primary. Kind of same thing with Naga, right? Like he doesn't really like damage focus. It's more of like map control and
Yeah, I want to see them put more emphasis into Ghoul's lane.
Banning
I
time.
think that's what they need to do to win this game. So I will be
10 seconds
I'll
left.
be it'll be interesting to see what
Radiant
they do
gets
to
the
change
ban.
things up here. And they go back right back to banning the Viper.
oh yeah, back to banning. It's like
10 seconds.
Naga and Pugna. These are not like
5 seconds.
typical
Dire gets the
picks,
ban.
so they won't be typical bans. See if
I think the Naga could be.
Yeah, it could be,
I
but
think
10
Naga's
seconds.
really strong situationally. I mean, you see it a bit in
We're
the
starting in
pro
5 seconds, with or without
pro
him.
level games. I think it's situational. Like
Radiant's up.
that last
Banning
game, I
time.
think was the perfect Naga game. The carry matchup was there.
mhm.
They didn't really have any way to deal with it. The lane was sort of there for him.
10 seconds. Just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry.
No, but I don't think you
5
can
seconds.
ban the Pugna.
I am gonna take a quick water break.
All right, I will try to fill in the void. All right, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. We got a Doom, a Prophet, second bans. Pretty sure this is pretty consistent with what we saw last game.
Radiant's up. Banning time.
A Lion ban. Nothing crazy here. Sort of standard stuff you see. I think Lion's probably
You're
one of the
10
best
seconds
plus
out. Plenty
fours
of time to tell
in
an
the game
announcer
right
you love
now,
him if that's
from
what's
my
in your
2K
heart.
perspective.
5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it.
Really strong in lane. Mana drain. Good spell.
Dire gets the ban.
And they ban out the Grim. A little respect ban after the last game.
10 seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
And the Timber,
Radiant knows
they
the
banned their
answer.
own
Pick
Timber.
here,
Ah, for the DK. Good flexible pick here. As the first pick. You can play this in any core role. You mostly see it in 2 and 3, but I think Mr.
10 seconds
Okutober
left.
has actually played it in Pause 1 for the Continuum Esports Blue team
5 seconds.
this season.
X. Creeps. And live.
All right.
You
Dyer
played
gets the
DK carry once, right? And they're back to
Yes.
their spirit. They're giving it another go.
Really like that pressure, but it got them a lane kill on the carry. Came middle, but wasn't profitable.
Yeah, I
10
mean,
seconds.
It would be.
he's ganking a DK. I mean, he's ganking a Timber.
5
That's like
seconds.
not much you can do there.
Dyer gets the ban.
Little ban out and Slark here.
Ten seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you. Radiant gets to ban.
Sometimes in leagues like this, it's more valuable to ban people's comfort.
Yeah, I think especially in like the D2 realm.
Yeah, like if you know a guy spams like 3 heroes and he's really good with them,
We're 10
just
seconds
ban
out.
them all.
Plenty of time to tell
They're
them
down
how
a
Yeah.
clear.
you love them, if that's what's in your heart. 5
Got
seconds.
Faceless Void here from Pronouns. Expecting that
Radiant's up.
hero Meepo ban.
I like Meepo bans in most games. That hero's pretty broken.
Oh yeah, super annoying to play.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Please take your pause 5, or I mean, you can take core here if you want. But please don't save your pause 5 for last pick.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon. Pretty good hero. A lot of people thought this was
Save, purge.
top tier. I still think he is, but
I like this pick against the DK. He blinks stuns. You can
10
save.
seconds.
I also clone the DK too.
Oh,
DK
once he
clone.
gets
5 seconds.
yeah,
Super
especially once he gets
annoying.
agged. Very powerful,
Dyer's turn to pick.
and it
Good
provides a
link
setup
roll.
for the Earth Spirit roll too.
That's it. And I hate playing against this super slippery. He actually has a lot of potential from Acorn Shot.
10
Like
seconds.
if you get a lot of gold on her, she can start building damage items
5 seconds.
ending next week.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I think the hero's really annoying to play against for sure.
We'll see if Chompers tries some sort of strategy to just try to build a team that has better chance to make stuff happen around. I definitely do like seeing the P5 a lot sooner. I think it's when you're committed to like offlaner, Death Prophet, that's tradition, skirmisher, like Centaur Warrunner, it becomes very hard to find opportunity. This time around, they're
Radiant
gonna
knows
pick
just
for
who to
later,
pick here, I'll bet.
pick that type of hero. Hero getting picked out by Pronouns. Ice Path. Nice tower push.
10 seconds.
Pretty good
Uh,
laning
Turn to
hero.
pick.
Brew.
Brewmass definitely a do something. Lots of act.
Yeah, I like the Chompers draft so far a lot better than what they were doing last game. They have great team fight, have good initiation. They have a save.
10 seconds.
They have some, I guess Shadow Demon Q
5
could be
seconds.
considered a
Now
stun.
Dyer's turn.
And
Oh,
Puck.
Puck. Very nice.
Oh, there's your playmaking mid hero coming out for Ghoul. Um,
Give Ghoul a good game,
think you,
he's gonna buy damage. He's gonna definitely demolish the back
10 seconds.
if he gets.
Dyer gets the ban.
an Alk.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if I like that pick here. Um, I think it's another good Shadow Demon target.
10 seconds. Just long enough to regret
I think
every
you can
choice you
kite.
made
I think
if
you
you
can
heard.
kite him around pretty well in this game
5 seconds.
so far. And throw him in
Yeah.
the
Off the
air,
ban.
disrupt him. You coil him. You purge him, and he's slow. I
Yeah.
think this is going to be a little
Minions up. Banning time.
tricky. Um,
Yeah, and get a lot of value from this spirit pick. Typically buy a spirit vessel. Does decent damage to Alk until I
5
like the
seconds
timing
left.
from Chompers
Well,
more. It just seems like they get online like a lot sooner, a lot quicker.
5 seconds.
But I don't know about
yeah.
pronouns, what they're up.
Let's see. So Chompers need a carry. They ban out Centaur and Primal. Um, let me think. What do they want? They're banning out Lifestealer and
10 seconds.
Slark's already banned. I was gonna say that'd be a good
Dyer's
pick.
choice. Let's
Powerful
give
They
him
banned the
heroes.
Ursa.
a lot of heroes to choose from.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Tiny for the last pick. Okay. So
I think Pronouns draft is really well rounded again. They have a lot of disable. They have good catch. They have a good variety of magic and physical damage. They push
10 seconds.
towers. I have pick off.
5 seconds.
yeah, everyone has a stun. They got 5 stuns.
A lot of stuns. Stuns wins games.
Curious to see where they probably tiny mid, toss one out, toss 4 hood. Crazy. Chompers on their carry. It's interesting that the bans that they took are those heroes that have a lot of momentum, like crashing.
Yep.
So yeah, it is a hard one. You gotta like deal with so many things. All these guys jumping you. I would say Luna. I would just say it's Luna. Shadow Demon Luna clones are nice. Sven.
All right, it's hero choosing.
Nice huge frontliner. That rounds it out. 3 drafts here.
5
Sven.
seconds. 4.
Yeah, I think Sven's okay here. I'm gonna favor the Pronouns draft again. I think it's easier to execute.
I'm gonna also say pronouns draft. After game, I would say easier execution. Keep it simple, right?
Um, but I do think that Chompers has much stronger team fight capabilities in this game. And I think it'll be closer. I think it'll be really interesting to see how the lanes go.
Yeah. Definitely determine how that mid
It's a
game
sick
ramps up.
outset.
Right. This is game 2 of Pronouns 2 versus Chompers X. Both teams smoking out again. And I will say the Division 2 teams have cooler names than the Division 1 team. Because to distinguish the difference between the teams. There's like a little extra, so it always sounds like way cooler. Like Continuum Esports Blue. That sounds cool.
Well,
Chompers
the
X
Div
sounds
1
cool.
team is Continuum Esports Gold. We didn't
Oh,
just go. Yeah, we didn't. We everyone got their. We got 2 different names instead of like pronouns and pronouns whatever, or like Chompers and Chompers X.
I see. So, for those of you who are watching, I'm with Grapefruit here. He's a team owner of Compendium Esports. Um, how's your experience been so far as a team owner with this?
All right, gang, 30 seconds.
Well,
All
it's.
right, battle time.
I mean, on the Div 2 side's been great. It's been smooth sailing. We've had pretty much someone on standby to stand in for when we've needed it. Div 1, not so much. My Pause 4 player is from Europe, and I don't think he knew what the scheduling was looking like when he signed up, so he wasn't able to make almost any of the games. And Red 2 didn't really want to play without him because the rest of the team is quite lower in MMR, and it was frustrating to.
Oh,
That was unfortunate. But it's been fun overall. I mean, I got pretty tilted in general chat one night, and then the next day it's like, all right, I don't want to do this anymore, so I quit and gave the ownership to Buffles. And then like a week later, I'm like, okay, never mind, this is stupid. Getting back.
I
And
will
now I'm trying to.
say that there is a little spiciness to the. I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
have some opinions about some players, some people, but I think it gives
it's
it personality.
yeah,
It's fun.
it's North American Dota at its core. You know, it is toxic.
All right, so looks like no first blood has been drawn yet. Oh, except it might be as Alchemist charges up his stun. They're going on to the Brewmaster. Where is the Earth Spirit? He's not there. Looks like the first blood is gonna go to Pronouns here. 5. Lots of creeps for Alchemist to farm there too.
Ghoul is low mid.
So the last hits here, Tiny is is killing it. Got the 7-3 to Puck's 4-1.
Yeah, that's sort of just how this lane's gonna go. Once Puck gets some more points into the queue, Tiny's gonna get harassed out a little bit.
Bottom lane, a little bit of action. Sven's getting a little bit low, but the Disrupt's gonna come out onto the DK. Buy him some time to run away. Top lane looks like Earth Spirit's gonna pick off the Alchemist. Oh, but the Brewmaster was actually getting body blocked. Took a few tower shots. They're gonna be actually chasing the Jakiro as well. Double kill for the P4. Oh, and a solo kill from the Tiny in the mid lane on Ghoul at the same time. Oh goodness. Top
What
lane,
rank
some
is
more
this Tiny
action.
player?
I don't know, but it looks like Brew
Is
is
this guy a Smurf?
dropping
1700
pretty
matches,
low.
rank 275?
Possibly.
Wait,
Down bottom action in all 3 lanes. DK actually getting stunned up after getting disrupted. They're actually walking forward into him. But got a demon there. It's gonna fall. DK's a tough cookie to crack. But a lot of offensive power from this safe lane top lane. Gonna get the Lotus Plant on the hero. So that is a nice benefit. And the hard camp is not blocked, and they're actually taking full advantage of it. Using the acid spray. Eventually farm it as well. Full. Back to mid lane. Tiny just absolutely dominating. Almost level 5 now. Oh, it's going in for a kill. Will it be enough? Oh, Puck actually phase shift that toss coming down? I did not know you could do that. Or I don't even know. We'll have to see that again. but did not die there. We take a look at Sven's farm. He's got 8 last hits. DK has 20 last hits. So, like, Chompers are having trouble in their safe lane. Jumping onto the Chikiro here in the top lane. But it is a tanky hero. He is just not dropping fast enough. Looks like the Earth Spirit's forced to retreat, but he gets tagged by the dual breath. Is he gonna get away? No, he gets slowed. Last hit goes to the Chikiro. Again, I think this Chikiro is 3-0. 2 kills. Cool, getting tossed away. Oh, it's dropping pretty low. Nice jaunt there to dodge that tree toss. But he's dropping really low. Can Earth Spirit connect here and slow down the Tiny? He does. Puck is able to get away. And he also has a completed Earth. Now they're trying to make a turnaround onto the Tiny. Dropping pretty low. 400 HP. Here comes the Illusory Orb. Does not look like it connected there. Tiny actually walking into a oh, attempts to TP, but he gets stunned away. Kicks him back to the puck. And Ghoul gets the kill. Great moves there by Big Chops on Earth Spirit. Saving the lane.
I'm very confused. I'm just trying to figure out who the hell this mid player is. For
yeah, we'll have to do a little bit
for Pronouns too. This guy seems like I don't think he's either of these people. I'm like looking through the Dota buff. Trying to figure out who this guy is.
Dyer's middle tower is one hell of a
Nice.
Oh, so it's
stun set
dangerous.
here. Blow up the Shadow Demon
Where the hell-
before you get a chance to cast a spell.
Stop playing retard heroes.
Alchemist, 40 last hits. It's, Pronouns actually getting a lot out of the laning phase once again. Mid lane, Tiny making some more moves onto Ghoul, who's getting drained pretty dry
Okay.
here.
So this guy's like rank 3800. Is Tiny, and he's like dumpstered Ghoul twice now.
Yeah. Sometimes people just step up, you know? Alright, here comes Alchemist. Charging up that stun. He had that salve going on at the same time. Stops the roll. They're going to be jumping onto the Earth Spirit. Looks like he's not going to be able to get away here, but the last hit is going to go to the Alchemist. Meanwhile, Brewmaster gets caught here from the Tiny. Is he level 6? No, he's level 5. He's going to try to get a run away. Juke through the trees. Oh, he actually juked!
The
The
hoodwink
hoodwink
missed.
stun. Well, he gets hit by the blood grenade in a nicely landed ice path. Last hit goes to the Tiny. Sven forced the jungle, and it just looks like an absolute disaster of a laning stage. Chompers. All around. All 3 lanes. But they're looking to fight here as School. Earth Spirit.
Dyer's middle tower is
Chops.
secured. That thing is standing on its last
Hanging around top. Probably just claiming some farm.
So, as the player who's going to be playing one of these two teams, I mean, would you rather play Pronouns than Chompers?
I think we would rather play Pronouns. I think we're pretty
You
good.
guys, you guys handled them.
We did 2-0 them. Oh, here comes a action onto the Tiny. Nice stun set up there. There's going to be 4 people wailing on the Tiny. He's really tanky, but he's dropping. Nice stun. Following it up. And it looks like Brewmaster's here without a split. Tiny able to get away behind the tower.
Don't look now, but
Dream Coil dropped too.
getting obliterated.
But they just couldn't finish him off. He's got 1300 HP. But now Earth Spirit's deep behind enemy lines trying to finish up the Tiny. He gets the connection. They do get the kill onto the Earth Spirit. And now Ghoul just being really annoying. Up in their face on the supports. Spending all his mana. Getting a Jakiro kill there. So against these two teams, I would probably play Pronouns again. I
Yeah,
think.
because you guys, I mean, I remember game 1 you guys won in 29 minutes. Game 2 you had Jamie standing in for you. And Dendy went carry, and Jamie is like divine.
I really enjoy this team. I think we have some really good players, some really smart players, and you know, we I don't think we'll ever lose 3 lanes. I think it may have happened once or something, but like if my lane gets pressured, then top lane goes crazy or mid lane goes crazy, or it's just, you know, we have so many different heroes we play. We have 3 different really strong lanes. I feel like we could go pretty competitive against either one of these teams. We did drop a game to Ghoul though. He got
My strategy when I was drafting for Division 2 was so Buffles, Dendy, and Turkey, like are all like friends. They all like
yeah.
play together. They all like know each other. So I was trying to just pick people that I know all of them. So I was like, all right, we're picking friend team,
Yeah.
and it, you know, I guess it worked. It worked out.
The rapport does go a long way. I remember you were having a feeling griefed because I put down my MMR at 600, which it was at the time I signed up. And then
Oh
I had
no,
some,
I had
some
no idea what I
troubles.
was doing. Like there was no carry players left in the pool. There were no carry players left in the pool, and there was no position 5s. So like when it was my turn to nominate, I'm just like looking. I was like, oh my god, who do we pick?
I like to play everything, but I think I enjoy carry a lot. I enjoy hitting creeps. Looks like they're gonna find Alchemist. He's stacking his own creeps here. Looks like 3 people are gonna be able to connect with him. And oh, that was close. He self-stunned himself.
He's gonna die to the neutrals there.
Nice catch here. Coil onto the hoodwink. And the Shadow Demons is really setting them up for success here. They get 2 pretty good kills.
Radiant's middle tower just got smashed all to hell.
But yeah, we got lucky with the POS 5 player who's absolute witch doctor specialist god.
We gotta stop saying that. People are gonna ban it.
I mean, he's really good at other heroes too, so it's like I don't know if you want to spend a ban on a witch doctor. We'll just get like even more broken hero.
I mean, if they, you know, if they ban Witch Doctor, there's other heroes that don't get banned that some of our guys are really good at.
Yeah, we literally play everything. It's like impossible to ban out everything. Like, it's kind of freaky.
It's like it's funny because Buffles is actually like best on pause 4.
Oh yeah, and he's playing off lane.
He's playing off lane because Turkey is a really good pause 4.
Oh, Turkey is fantastic. And
Turkey actually stood in for our 11K pause 4, and we won and went 1-1.
Filled it in perfectly.
In Division 1.
Oh yeah. Here comes Hoodwink. I don't think he's gonna be able to traverse this cliff. He is just super dead. But does get the Earth Spirit ult out.
I think this DK did here.
Dropping really low. Puck's got enough magic damage and the amplified damage too. Oh, but the tiny jump in just instantly deletes the Shadow Demon. Puck being really evasive here. Gotta try to run away from 2 core heroes. He's got the TP channeling. Will it be quick enough? Hit this! I didn't see that cooldown. Sorry. So they're thinking that this Tiny is ranked 2K EU. But he's been doing really well. That's what they're saying. Source Twitch chat.
So rank 2K EU is like, yeah, his number's like 3,800 or something. On Dota Buff. I gotta like look on the draft sheet. What's this guy's name? This guy's name is. His name is Dandrus. He is from Hungary.
Oh.
So it is a.
The EU.
He's 7,400 MMR.
Okay.
He's
That's
actually a pause. He's actually a pause 4 main.
That's interesting because you know Tiny's a pause for here. Who did we play
Pause 4
last game?
slash mid.
Timber. There.
His bio was PMA, try hard, pause 4, mid 7.4k, 7.7k peak. I'm a competitive person. I prefer a good environment where players are not
Oh,
toxic or
nice.
passive aggressive.
Both teams are smoked up, but Chompers actually get the better smoke off as they find the DK. 5 heroes. Take them off. And I feel like Sven didn't have like the best of a game, but he's actually getting pretty far now. He's second net worth. The Alchemist. I mean, it's an Alchemist. Now looks like Chompers are looking to push the mid lane. There comes the Fortify. Bruce Split is available. God Strength is ticking down. They're going to be diving a little bit here to get the Jakiro. Gets kicked back. They're going to be able to clean this guy up real quick before the rest of his team gets here. And Tiny jumping right into the middle of all the heroes. I don't know if this was a mistake. He gets Dream Coiled up. And now Alchemist getting the stun off. He almost picks off the Brew, who gets off the split. They're chasing down the Tiny, who's dropping really low. Just a few more hits. And they're able to pick him off. DK TP's in, but isn't able to get off any spells. He's silenced. There comes the Spirit Vessel. And it looks like Pronouns are just losing heroes left and right. Alk does end up getting a pick off on the Earth Spirit, but things are starting to cool down as the Alchemist's presence is just doing too much. He's charging up his stun here, actually out of Chemical Rage. Kind of self-stun, but it doesn't look like they have enough resources to keep fighting. So, nice fight for Chompers. I don't think
Yeah,
they...
much better execution from Chompers in this game. They're I think they're just their draft is enabling them to sort of take more fights. And I think Pronouns is making a few mistakes here, getting a little over aggressive. Oh,
Yeah.
close.
As
Hoodwink
long as
missing all
the,
of the
you know,
spells.
the carry and the mid are living, like, I think that's a good fight. Like, for the first time in this game, they have a small net worth lead back in Chomper's favor. Bard is such a giga chat. He's farming the enemy jungle on the other side. They are looking for something. Puck has to be very careful. But they're all standing underneath a ward. They're going to be able to see it. There comes the D ward. Puck actually is going to jump in.
Oh,
Gets a Dream Coil onto 3. Oh, can they follow it up? They do pick off the Hoodwink. And now Shadow Demon trying to cast spells onto the Jakiro, who's actually doing nothing but walking away. Tiny gets some damage off, but now it's going to be 4 versus 2. As Alk and DK are trying to run away, but this Earth Spirit is still alive. He's going to be able to catch people if he lands his spells. Looks like it's going to be close, but no cigar. As Chompers have kind of went back to farming. But again, another good initiation for Chompers. They don't give up.
The Alk is still farming well, so they do have that going for him. Oh, the Brew dies to a neutral.
I don't know where that was. Oh, down.
It was
okay
by
that's
the Earth Spirit.
that is that's a whoopsies for sure.
I think this Alk needs a blink.
I think so too. I think he needs to be the one to jump in the same tempo as the Tiny. You have these two big guys just of your initiation. It should throw off Chompers, but the thing about Chompers is they're finding opportunities where they can engage favorably, and it's made all the difference in these.
Yeah, Ghoul's playing much better in this game. He had that little mishap early.
Brewmaster Radiance. DK. Everyone's going pretty. Hoodwink got the Mage Slayer. They're gonna smoke? Not on top of a ward. They're looking for somebody on the left side of the map.
Looking for this Sven. But they're gonna find out he's not there.
Nice movement from Sven so far. He's been keeping up with farm. He's fights and paid off pretty well. Oh, they're gonna pinch this top lane. There's gonna be two sides of action here as the Pronouns are gonna look for puck. Can they connect? There comes the toss. Avalanche combo. Nice stun. Meanwhile, the top lane, Chompers are gonna respond.
They find the Jakiro. Obviously, you'd much rather lose your Jakiro than your puck, but I guess you take what you can get.
Well, let's take a look at the levels on heroes. Looks like Tiny is dropping
It's
in
a little
the...
bit. He's fallen behind a little bit.
Yes.
He's down there in net worth too. He's at the bottom of the cores.
A little
He's
rough.
really poor. He's really poor.
He's just gotta make something happen in the middle of all these.
Like the Earth Spirit has more net worth. How? Wait, how is this possible?
Been getting killed.
How is he so poor?
Don't look now, but
5 kills on the Earth Spirit. Alright,
This
here
Earth
comes
Spirit's rich.
Roshan, the bottom lane. Earth Spirit is richer than Tiny. A little bit of minus armor is gonna hopefully speed up this Roche, as it is taking a little bit. More people are coming bottom. Looks like the Chompers do know that this is going on. They did get a scan, but Sven's gonna be doing some tier 2 damage. Roche about half health. Doesn't look like Radiant want to contest. They are pinging out the Twin Gate. I don't know if that would be the best idea, as last game Chompers had a really difficult fight at the same spot too, bottom Roche.
Man, this DK is almost level 12. He'll get it from Roche.
He's 11 XP. This Roche 21 minutes on the dot. They're mass teleporting mid onto this Brewmaster. Are they gonna be able to catch him? There comes the blink from Tiny. The toss. The Alk stun. He's gonna fall before the split comes off. And it doesn't even look like...
That's a good pick.
But they did grab the tier 2, so...
Dude, this Earth Spirit has a Kaya Sanj.
Holy moly. Alchemist charging up his stuns. Gonna find the Shadow Demon. And that's gonna be quick work. Oh! It's a Glimmer. But there's AoE spells. Enough to catch him.
And there's stacks.
Oh my gosh. This Alk is getting bigger and bigger by the second. Now, Pronouns are launching their counterattack. A few people dead. They're looking to do fire damage. Ben actually pressed up pretty far. DK is just gonna see if he can scare him off. Okay, there's gonna be a TP from the Earth Spirit. It's gonna be enough to force him back. Expecting Puck actually jumping in, coiling the Hoodwink. It actually breaks the leash immediately, picks up a shield rune, and that's just gotta be the end of the fight. Earth Spirit, nice little play there, grabbing the rune. But the rest of his team's gonna fall. And it looks like they're jumping the Tiny. He's gonna be so close to death. He does end up falling. Bard gets a wonderful Ice Path Macropyre, but it doesn't look like Pronouns are looking to fight here. Alk is just running away. Oh my god, Sven with a deep, deep jump onto Jakiro. Trying to finish him off. Just one more hit. They're gonna get a bounty rune too, but they actually find the DK too. It looks like Earth Spirit's gonna be the first to fall, but he holds them there just long enough for the Panda to get the split off. They capture the DK, and now big catch onto the Alchemist, who does have the Aegis. It's gonna pop up. God Strength is gone, but wrong neighborhood. We got the 4 bears smacking on him. Little stun gonna be annoying, but oh, there's gonna be.
They're all dead.
These blink daggers doing really well. No blink on the brew actually, but they're just catching people left and right, and they're feeding one by one. They're gonna trade the Shadow Demon, but at what cost? Tiny trying to run away, but he's got nowhere to go. Gets stunned up, and
I don't know about that. I think this
Has to.
Tiny is like ready to go next.
Blood spraying everywhere.
That might be the case. Look at the fight replay. That is just
Man, Radiant
not
cannot let
good.
Dire's bottom
Your
tower.
pronouns.
It shows.
Yeah, this game's looking looking tough. This Tiny is so poor. Like this, like they have 4 cores on Radiant now. Restorer Spirit is so farmed.
I would say, you know, Chompers are just playing. Everyone's playing their role perfectly, right? Pos 3, Pos 4, Pos 2, Pos 1, Pos 5. Everyone's just doing what they're supposed to. On the side of pronouns, it's a little trickier, I would say. DK doesn't have a blink. He can't be the one initiating. Tiny does have the blink, but it's just really difficult for anyone to connect with Tiny in a way that makes sense. So every time that Tiny goes in, you know, there's not
Yeah, the follow-up
good
damage isn't
follow-up.
really there outside of Alk.
He's building
Yeah, they
a
got 10.
orchid. Alk. So I don't
They don't
know.
really have any defensive items, so
These are not good items if you have to go toe to toe with a Sven who's BKB, Harpoon, Blink, Azkaban,
I
Godstrike,
think
Double
the
AT.
Alk is the idea is he's gonna be able to kill the Puck. Because Puck has no answer for the Orchid at the moment.
They are looking for the puck. They are deep smoked. Will they be able to find him? It shows on the creep wave. They're going to. It's going to be close. They do see him. Where's the jump? Puck, phase shift, illusory orb. They're going to be able to catch the Brewmaster instead. The Chain Stuns are following up. DK jumping in too. They're going to be able to pick off the Brew. But here comes God's
Oh, here comes the
Strength,
coil.
Sven.
Oh no.
Oh, they're respecting the groupage. Shadow Demon actually throwing out the Demonic Purge onto the Alchemist, who blinks away before it does a tick of damage. And now it's going to be up to Earth Spirit to find a pick. They are going to be able to find Tiny, Harpoon, catching them. And mid for the offlaner, but a wonderful Dream Coil is going to catch the Jakiro and the Alchemist. But maybe a little bit too fast, as Sven wasn't able to follow up. Eventually gets the blink. And it's going to be a 2-for-1 going to the side of Chompers.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
No
Yeah.
BKB on the Alk is ambitious, but I think it's the only way they win this is if he goes damage.
Incredible. This Sven is 3.6k health. Outputting tons of damage. I don't know. I think something happened in the offlane. I don't think this Manta Mage Slayer. I don't think Sven cares about Mage Slayer. Puck's got
No.
Pharasma. 40% hurts, but this is 40% of like a bajillion magic damage. So it's still instantly effective. Put the Mage Slayer buff on him. They also got the damage amp from Pharasma. Well. So it's
Yeah, I mean, I think if the DK can get his Ag somehow, then he might be a problem.
yeah.
With this Tiny,
This Tiny
he's so poor.
he's had a really difficult game. I don't think he, you
I
know,
mean, his lane was so good.
ideally as Tiny you can snowball kill squishy supports, but even the Shadow Demon is not that squishy, you know. Oh,
That's
there
the
comes the
end of
Dream
the
Coil
Alk's dead.
jumping out to the Alk. God Strength, BKB chasing him down. DK running for his life. He is slowed. Nice stun from the you know, they're just diving real deep here. They just need to be able to complete these kills. Jakiro dropping really low, but he's actually going to make it into his base. Same with the DK. They're going to be able to make it into the base. And Tiny, will he be able to make it into the base too? They're getting split apart by the Brew. Oh my god, what a ton of damage coming out from the Hoodwink.
You got
Acorn
Maelstrom
shot
Mage
just
Slayer.
killed 3 bears. He's actually in threat of dying. Down to 66 HP, and the tower actually finished him off in bear form. So, big dive from Chompers. All they did was, I mean, they got 2 cores. It was worth it. Well, they got the Alk before they started diving, so they got 1 core from that. Core for core. Probably not the best trade, but they're looking for more as now they start jumping on bottom. Here, Hoodwink getting damaged, and oh, Puck's gonna be able to finish him off. Jumping all over the back line. Pronouns with their cores getting coiled up. It's gonna be
Oh!
a fight going their way. Sven with no god strength did not want to jump in, so the DK and the Alk was enough to jump the Puck. So some good stuff coming out from Pronouns.
A lot of gold for the DK.
Chompers got to be really careful, because if they do that 1 or 2 more times, game's gonna go the other direction. Shiva's guard completed for the Brewmaster, but I don't know. He just like that Acorn just demolished him. You see that video of police action? This cop like arrested somebody, and then an Acorn fell on his truck, and he thought someone was shooting at him, so he went like crazy.
No, I didn't. That
Yeah.
sounds hilarious.
Yeah, he arrested a guy, and Acorn fell on the truck. He thought someone was shooting at him, so he was just shooting at his own truck. And then he thought he got hit, and it was just really funny. He did get resigned or whatever, kicked or whatever.
You got fired, basically. You
DK,
got asked to resign.
paid leave. Oh, actually, they're really deep here. Pronouns really deep in the Chompers. They're looking for someone. They do see the Puck. Alchemist gonna be able to blink in, but not gonna be able to follow up. He's gonna stun himself, and Puck is gonna get stunned. Will be able to survive the burst. He does. Phase shift out. On the back lines, Alchemist is finishing the Shadow Demon, and now tons of slow coming out from the DK. This is really bad. They're catching the Sven, who's not even able to get a single hit off. Cool. Getting stunned from the residual amount of spells. He is going to be able to get away, though, but Pronouns finding some footing. There comes a silence onto the Puck. He's not going to be able to blink out. Illusory Orb. How far will they dive for the Puck? They do respect them.
Oh, big fight for Pronouns.
Huge.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my
Yeah, just really, really good move there. Really good move there. DK is, you know, feeling confident now. He's like
He's got his Ags.
walking
got
up
his
to
Ags.
the waves, just doing stuff. And Tiny with really selective spell casting, I will say. He was controlling these fights pretty well. Now, Chompers making their way into the triangle of the enemy team. Just to farm a camp and back out. This Hoodwink's got the Maelstrom. They are gonna try to do some damage on their spirit. Gonna roll away. But everyone's just all over the map right now. It's chaos.
I am not a betting man. Unless
I don't know. I think
It really is.
horse racing,
Chompers gotta
or curling. But if I was,
get the subs together, which they are. They're congregating in the bottom. Roche is up. We see Pronouns also congregating in the bottom. In a smoke. Dragon form popped. There's to smoke. This might be the game deciding fight. As Sven taking a little bit of damage. Oh, there comes the fight. They find the Shadow Demon. No, they find the Earth Spirit. He's gonna fall immediately. Tiny jumping in onto the brew. He gets the split off. There's some DK clones in the back doing some damage. But Sven jumping the DK. There's the BKB. God Strength trying to finish off the Hoodwink. The Tiny does fall in the meantime. Oh, but the splash damage is a lot. They find the Hoodwink. They find the Tiny. And now Alchemist down to about half health. Just in the middle of it all. They are able to find everybody. Beautiful fight from the way of Chompers. Just utilizing daytime vision, using every spell.
The DK's next.
There's the harpoon. God's strength still active. He gets the stun up. He tries to TP.
Oh, he's got Yule's down puck.
Respects. But a full team wipe for just one Earth Spirit. Really well done there. Really well done. So that fight started from Shadow Demon cloning a DK clone, which had the Ags, and then all this weird back and forth trading off. But I think that Chompers were a little more.
Really good.
Chompers were really
The
focused.
Shadow Demon pick's like really good actually, I think.
Yeah. Looking to steal the Tormentor here now. Goes to the way of Shadow Demon, and oh my god, is this a shard?
Yeah.
Demonic Cleanse. The Dispel, it heals. It's good stuff. Especially when you're trying to protect crazy like hyper carry. Like Sven, you just dump that shit on him.
Absolutely.
So let's compare the P4s of both teams. We have Earth Spirit, who's super tanky, super useful, got all this control, all these spells at his disposal. Then we got Hoodwink, who's more on the damage side. Just finally completing the Gleipnir.
I mean, the Hoodwink doesn't really feel like it's doing anything, to be honest.
Like Pronouns smoked up there looking for something top. Hoodwink's gonna throw up a ward, and oh, Sven's gonna be able to find him. There comes that sentry ward, and now Hoodwink's gonna be the first one to get picked off as the evasion is gonna let him live. But now they're jumping onto the Sven, who gets saved a little bit, but he's right on top of the Macropyre. Has to force to use his BKB. Tiny looking for some sort of target. Puck being able to kill off Hoodwink in the backlines, and looks like the Brewmaster is just controlling up the DK as everyone else is getting picked off on the side of Pronouns. God's Strength, Spirit Vessel, Tiny. They even find the DK trying to run away from using the cliffs. He is pretty fast, but Chompers are faster. Gotta use the fog. Nice little regen there, but wonderful, wonderful fight from. I think this is just what happens if you don't have BKB against the Brewmaster. You get tornadoed up and then fight is imbalanced. Did you find DK, who is inside of his triangle looking for farm? 3 people is all it took to kill the DK. This Spirit Vessel is just doing so much work. Yeah, it just seems like the Hoodwink's presence isn't doing much. The Jakiro has some items, but it doesn't feel very threatening, especially when you have BKB and you have a primal split. Just things that don't care about the damage for the time being. Pronouns doing their best to hold the racks, but they can't do anything against this God's Strength Sven. Oh man. Earth Spirit just running interference 1v3 all by himself, getting in, getting out, just buying so much time.
I think they should just call it. I think they just call it and go next.
Nice Dream Coil. That's gonna be megas. Yeah, sometimes they, maybe use the time to think about the next game or reset. Try to drain your opponent's energy the next game. They're definitely draining my energy because, oh my god, I haven't casted for a while. I think the game might have been different if they had a little more control and like an Ags under. It's just not.
I think in both games actually, I'd like almost give MVP to the pause 5. Like the pause 5 in the mid. In both games have really been the outlier.
This Shadow Demon pick is just great. Chompers, Roche close out the game. 27k gold lead. Much different story from what we've seen from the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's actually been a treat. Good series. We got, I mean, 2 games that were not all that close. So hopefully game 3 is a little bit of a thriller. I mean, this game was close for a while. It was a little back and forth. Definitely more so than the first game.
Chompers are an interesting team because I think if they fall behind, they don't really come back. But
They
if
sort of implode.
if they have a fighting chance, they slowly get stronger over time. It's actually kind of scary. So that's what happened. We won the first game against them in our series. Second one, they just played a completely different tempo and just went crazy on Ghoul actually. Felt like all this damage was killing me through BKB.
Did you guys have full roster for that, or was there a stand-in in that game?
I think it was Turkey was out. Yeah, I think Turkey was out. We lost 2 games that day. All right, Earth Spirit with the big cojones, jumping super deep right on the edge of the fountain. Just, I don't even know what he's doing. He's just turning himself into a rock and just creating massive, like, chaos. Alchemist in the trees, trying to jump onto the Brewmaster, but actually gets healed up. And there's not going to be enough damage. He gets to split off, he tries, but he dies. And now it's going to be the 2 cores of Pronouns cutting through the entire team of Chompers, as Sven is the one who falls now. What? He did not have the Aegis. It was Shadow Demon with the Aegis. And oh my god, Chompers just losing hero after hero. A buyback from the Brewmaster too. I can't believe what I'm seeing. That was super clean.
What's going on?
Was a buyback from Jakiro, but hell,
Dude,
I'll
I was
take
taking
that
my
for 5.
vitamins. I thought this game was over. I missed that fight.
So the Aegis went to Shadow Demon. And it was a weird initiation. They were able to kill the Brew before he split. And it was just DK and Alchemist just beating people together, like that one scene in Captain America. The 2 of them just wailing on whoever they find. And this is a counter push from
We got buybacks,
Pronouns.
Buybacks on everybody on the.
They're going to have to chew through a couple of glyphs to end this game here. But they're going to want to force buybacks or get 1 set of racks.
I don't think they're gonna get buybacks. I think they'll give up set.
Oh
they'll give up
no,
the racks.
that's another. Okay, yes.
There's tier 2s.
They spend the tier 3 glyph. They have 1 more after this. Oh, here comes Earth Spirit jumping in really deep, but this time they're ready for it. He gets blown up instantly. And he does not have buyback. Could this be a throw? Jakiro is defending the base, and it looks like Alka's going to head back to defend the base as well. They're going to respect the timings. Shadow Demon actually blinks forward and catches Hoodwink. But will they be able to convert? They sure as hell want to. But this is where Hoodwink shines. He's just super slippery, super annoying to deal with. The Gleipnir and the Witchblade going for Parasma. Yeah, so I mean this DK slow splashing Bonanza, he's turned into a carry at this point. Sven jumping the Hoodwink gets the kill, but Sven says
Whoa, he
BKB
BKBs and ults.
and God Strength. So if they end, it's gotta be, well, they could end, but they could also not. We'll see what they decide here. Tier 4 items starting to come out. They're gonna look for another pick. If they get another pick, they'll try to end the game. They're jumping onto the Tiny, dealing damage, and Coil is spent. Tiny does have 3,600 HP. He's gonna be able to live through that. 3 tanky cores on the side of Pronouns. Really hard to find a pick off unless they're isolated and enough heroes can follow up. Yeah, so this game, what a game. It's not over till it's over. 43 minutes.
No, it is not.
Will we see a 60-minute game?
I don't think so, but if Pronouns win another fight, it's possible.
They're definitely strong. They're strong. And
I mean, this DK is a problem now. The tiny is still not a problem. Outside of stun.
I think if DK gets like a 20 crit or something, splash your damage, he could kill bears really easily. Smoke out. Chompers. See if they try to enter. Or they're gonna just try to see if the Earth Spirit can roll in and find something. Guy is fucking crazy. Okay, there's gonna be Yules onto the Brewmaster, but no follow-up. Earth Spirit jumping in, Force Staff back. The fight is gonna get pulled deep into the base. Oh, but a beautiful stun coming from the Alchemist instantly takes out the Shadow Demon. That's gonna be half their damage right there, but he spends his BKB. Now they're jumping onto the Earth Spirit, doing tons of damage. DK and Alchemist once again. He turns himself into a rock, but can he get out? He might. As the Bear Brew Split doing some damage. The God Strength is actually doing quite a bit of damage. They take out the Tiny. They take out the DK. They're looking to take out the Alk. Buyback from the DK and the Alk, but they don't have their transformations. As Chompers hitting the throne, it's going to be pretty decisive at this point. But they're trying to do whatever they can to try to slow this down. DK with his Dragon form inside of the Ancient. Bunker strategy. StarCraft 2. They're getting hit. No more God Strength. Can they hold this? Ancient dropping to 20%. 15%.
That's it.
10%.
Where is it?
The Sven's dying. There comes the glyph. Oh, this is gonna be hoodwink.
They got the Alk. That's it.
GG. What exciting series we have tonight.
Wow. That game was crazy. That game was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Fun one there.
Whoa. That was a lot closer. Pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was some good back and forth in that one. We got some good action for sure.
I think there was a period of time where Chompers won a couple of fights back to back, like 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah.
That was enough to get them such a lead that they were able to approach the high ground. Basically force out Megas.
Lobby is up, by the way.
Oh.
There's someone at your door. Oh. Okay.
Get this lobby for
Um.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna see what's up real quick.
Well, October's left, so we are just waiting for the lobby to fill up here. Well, game 3 should be fun. We got waiting for one more player to join up. Game 3 hype. Let's check in on Div 1.
Back. Got some girl dinner.
Let's see. I'm checking in on the Div 1 series right now, see what happens. So in the Div 1 series, Kopdow has an 8K gold lead in game 3 against Chompers.
Oh.
It is an Alchemist lineup, so
Do these guys
slightly.
know something that?
I mean, Alchemist was big, highly contested in the Bet Boom tournament.
Dyer gets the
All
ban.
right, so we got the game 3 starting. Whoever wins this series.
Who wins this game wins this series and plays Continuum Esports
Yeah.
next week in the upper bracket semifinal.
Ooh.
Is it upper bracket semifinal? Mm-hmm.
Radiant gets the ban. Radiant's up. Banning time.
All right, so not banning Viper first.
All right. Dyer gets the ban.
Are they gonna leave the Viper?
Question.
10 seconds.
Confident. It or what he
5
picks.
seconds.
I mean, I don't think that. I mean, I don't think. My gut tells me that this mid player for Pronouns isn't really a Viper guy, but I think he wants a more of a playmaking hero.
10 seconds.
Viper bad.
We're starting in 5
They do.
seconds.
They do get rid of it.
Probably just picking a
Radiant's up.
standard.
Banning time. Dyer gets the ban. Dyer's turn to pick.
Expecting the brew.
I think that's a good ban.
Radiant's up. Earth Spirit. Lion.
We get our first lion game.
I think the line is one of the. I think it's like
10
this
seconds.
one of the, if not the strongest pause 4 of the patch.
All right. Dyer gets the ban.
I would say maybe like biggest weakness.
Radiant gets the ban.
They're high value targets at any point of the game. And pretty cool. Lion. Now there's like a glass cannon. He's glass support. Like he does more. Also pretty,
10 seconds.
pretty easy kill. Sorry.
5 seconds. 4, 3. You get it.
The Meepo, Grim, Timber, DK, Brew, and I think Faceless Void and Slark were both banned out in the second phase last game, so one of those two is going to make it through.
Radiant's up.
And the Shadow Demon.
Dyer's turn to pick.
The
Here comes
Pugna coming back out for
Bard
Pronouns.
Pugna. Bard Pugna. Excited.
Ten seconds.
So two ranged squishy supports.
Wow.
Going back to the Centaur and Chompers.
Radiant's up.
Void.
So
Oh boy.
Chompers is going back to, they have 3 of 3 heroes from the losing game 1 so far.
Time will be different.
10 seconds.
You think so?
5 seconds.
See, like,
But didn't they had
Radiant's turn to
Void
no,
and the
never
Centaur?
mind. They know the Centaur was on the other team.
Right.
Lardar.
It was Centaur Timber. The mid laner and the off laner play.
All right, Dyer's turn.
Yo, Ursa.
I like that.
Physical damage inside of pronouns. But how good is this Chrono? That's what the big question.
10 seconds.
Because Ursa, if he gets Aghanim Scepter, I
5
think
seconds.
he can ult inside of Chrono.
Yeah.
This Slaughter is going to pretty annoying in the lane. Into Sun lane, mana drain. Chompers gotta find a really good P5 again. I think that's what enabled their game, their draft last game. Just gotta do it again. They just gotta find. Gives them what they're missing from game.
Dyer gets the ban.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Guess the try to counter the Ursa in lane, like, I mean, it's a pause. That's gonna be a pause 5, Vino, I think.
Radiant's up. Banning time.
I assume that's a pause 5, Vino. I mean, I guess it's good against Slardar too.
Slow. One of the strongest slow.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an
I think
announcer
it's
you love them if
good
that's
value against
5 seconds.
horse, but weak in other aspects. Do you build on him? Or half circle? He doesn't do a lot other than slow.
I think, yes, the only way I really see Venos like
Radiant gets the
have
ban.
like a lot of impact is if they get a lot of, if they get farmed. Like if they get kills early and they get like an early vessel and then are able to like get items, then they have impact. Otherwise, it feels like after like the laning stage, they sort of just fall off. So Chomper's banning out the Tiny even after last game. Quap and Puck ban. I like that against Ghoul. Those are sort of heroes that fit his play style. And I think Puck would have been excellent
10 seconds.
in this game.
I think Chompers should have picked Winter Wyvern.
5 seconds.
I think
Long
Winter
range.
Wyvern would have been a good pick. Well, the only thing is like
HP
none of
slow.
the like his ult's not that good here because they don't. It doesn't really
Dyer's choice.
like no
Let's
one
give him a second.
like the
There are
Ursa
a lot of
doesn't
heroes
kill
to choose
anybody on any of his teammates during Winter's Curse, nor does anyone kill him.
I think that's just a bonus. When your carry is too strong,
I think
And-
as a pause 5 in the lane, I think it would have been better than Veno.
5 seconds.
And it gives you a save. You don't have any saves.
it could have been a flex for sure. Like you could have played it, or you could have played plus 5. But when you have like 2 cores dedicated to buys time, right? Buy time long enough for voice. But that's interesting because like the first game with the Void, he had pretty much no good targets to Chrono. They were also but this game you have already 3 really good targets to you kill any one of these guys in Chrono, like the fight is a lot easier. I think makes up for the Vino pick a little bit.
Radiant knows
Yeah, and
what
Right.
it's just
here.
gonna. All right, there. I don't know
Mid
what's going.
dazzle.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
That's
This
gonna
is
be a
some crazy
mid
shit.
dazzle, I assume. It's either a mid dazzle or a mid veno. I'm assuming mid dazzle. And then on. So what mids
10 seconds
left?
Well, 8 now.
You gotta be very careful. I mean,
5
Dazzle's a
seconds.
very strong laner.
Yes.
You don't want to give him a free lane.
Dave Johnson.
Um,
Welcome to Dota.
Oh, there it
Choose your
is.
hero.
yeah, I like that pick. Someone's asking, is this game 3? Can't see anything on a Boda buff. This is game 3.
All right, so it is offlane Vino. Probably is.
Support. So support Centaur? Who won games 1 and 2 in that order for Liquipedia updates? Uh, game 1 was won by Pronouns. Game 2 by Chompers. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're talking to 5 minutes in the.
Yeah.
This is going to be a heavy skirmish game for sure. I don't think there's gonna be big team fights. I think both teams are gonna avoid big. See,
I think
exciting.
so. I think. Yeah, this will be. Both teams have good pickoff. Um, I think
All right, get
team
ready.
fight wise, I think I probably like Choppers team fight better.
To survive the chrono. They survive the chrono.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like an invasion from the side of choppers coming. The Vino. Stakes are high. Whoever loses this goes to the lower bracket.
Where you
Fights.
play a best of 1 next week to
Oh,
survive.
All right, everybody,
really?
30 seconds.
Yep. Lower bracket round 1 is a best of 1.
You see the Vino. If they see your spirit. Really sizing up here on this bottom room. Probably where the action's be. See if he steps down.
Here's how I see it. You've got an ancient.
Here comes the action as they get the slow onto the Windrunner. Another blast. Not gonna be enough follow-up. They have 5 heroes on the side of Pronouns too, picking off that Vito, picking up that Earth Spirit, making a
Oh!
clean 2-0. Windrunner. About 65 HP, but you know, lives. Mid lane matchup's gonna be pretty interesting to watch.
And Faceless Void is disconnected. Oh, start the pause timer.
Oh, pause timer.
Uh,
My
timer.
man is ready.
Starting.
Oh, sorry to disappoint you.
Okay.
I came a long way to see you die.
All right, let's see this bottom lane. So it does look like position 3 Vino against who supports bottom. I think Vino will give him hell. I think Vino will give him hell down there. Then top lane,
Dude, this chat is toxic.
a P5 Centaur.
You are learned in the ways of dying.
Damn. They're really passionate about this.
They haven't. I mean, they're banning Viper every game. Like, I think that's a wasted ban. To be honest with you.
Like Void is back. I think there was a game we let Viper through. We just dodged him. Viper's like, oh, I won the lane. I don't know what to do. I sat bottom for like. Oh, with a lot of pressure there. Ooh. Damage. Oh, this is a crazy lane top. Baseless Void, P5 Centaur. Very interesting. Block here from. Oh, nice cheeky play. Bard blocked with his body, and Earth Spirit tried to kick him out so that camp would spawn. Pretty interesting. Windrunner down to her last tango. Got her bottle coming. And Ghoul just taking tons of damage. Down to 200 HP. So despite Windrunner with a huge life, seems to be laning really well. So I'm curious to see how much impact this Lion will have.
I'm more curious to see how much impact this Veno is going to have.
Vino is actually leading in last hits for now. It's pretty nice. I just missed a kill top. They just double stunned the Centaur here and killed him.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like this Centaur pick or for pos 5. Like, I don't know if it really does anything.
A little bit of a cheeky play from mid here. Creep wave is completely under tower. It's 3 out of 4 creeps. Pretty good. Ghoul taking 2 tower hits. While he ends up getting his bottle. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Ursa is just running down these 2 heroes. Not having a bad time at all. Top lane.
Oh,
they
Slaughter
killed a
dies.
Slaughter. Ashes. Man, this Ursa is so fast without boots. Like, oh, he has boots too.
He has
So he's like
boots.
super fast. We'll run down. So we'll see which teams get the Lotuses here. That is a very important part of laning. It's like the Ursa lane is having a good time. Will they get the other one too? Void really desperately needs the Lotus. Lion with a nice stun
Lion
there.
steals it.
Great hero.
They did get a pull.
This is the funniest thing. Some guy like talked about Lion mana draining on Reddit, and then sort of buff happened this patch. And seems to be pretty quiet, but again, Vino up at 18 last hits. Last hits in. And Vino doesn't have a lot of base damage. Compared to the Ursa's. Ursa doesn't have a lot of base damage either. Well, I guess Vino is universal now. Have decent. While mid lane, a little bit of contesting going on. Feel that he has that ward. Level
That's
2
a Radiant
slow.
Ward. That's a Radiant Ward though. How does he... Oh no, he's got the ward on the corner over there in front of his tower.
Void has really used up all his mana. Doesn't even have enough for a time walk. That's probably because of Lion. Sucked his mana. This is like the worst lane to have a Lion in. Takes all your mana.
Oh!
What just happened?
Really well played by whatever this guy's name is, the Wind Ranger.
Yeah. I saw him on the high ground, so I don't really know the idea.
I think Ghoul just underestimated the level 3 power shot damage.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
Done onto the Centaur. Lion, he's dead with the bash.
This lane is pretty much over. Between the double stuns and the mana drains, Lane is gonna be free.
If you're in the
Yeah.
vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That
All right,
way
so what's
you
going on
can
bottom
take
lane here?
the tower is getting torn down.
Whoa!
Oh, he's dead again. Oh
I
no.
that was. I mean, Ghoul wasn't even expecting that.
I didn't see it.
He
I
got
was
his
looking
level
bottom,
6.
In trouble
It just
from the
ran
way
him
being
down.
destroyed as I speak.
Yeah. Shit. That's really sad for the Dazzle. He's
Hope Dyer's middle tower
Top
is
lane, triple stun onto Centaur. Nice zoning from the Lion. He does have boots. Centaur also has boots. Trades are not favorable for them. Bottom lane, Ursa jumping onto the Earth Spirit. Can he finish? A couple Fury swipes. One more
One
hit.
hit,
He
yep.
does get it.
Juan
just-
does not save him.
Despite all the slows.
Wow,
Vino,
2K net worth lead at 6 minutes for Pronouns here.
middle tower
they're
is
loving
about
it.
to be a pile of smoking
Their
rocks.
top lane, their mid lane's crushing, and bot lane's getting there as well. I'm gonna keep my eye on
Yeah.
mid.
It's 3K net worth lead now.
Level difference. I mean, I feel like both teams are a little antsy. Just force something. But Chompers, they have such a huge burden. They have to execute
Dyer is scanning for
like
enemies.
even more perfect than they had to in game 1. And when you're down a kill or two middle, oh man, that is so rough. Oh, Slaughter, a little bit out of position, but he does not care. He is pretty strong. Windrunner's actually got a TP top. Oh, the focus fire onto the void. He jumps on the other side of the trees, but he's not going to be able to run away as there's so many disable the side of Pronouns.
Dazzle's bottom with haste.
I don't know about this
Ursa?
dive. There's going to be a
Ursa's
TP.
gonna TP.
Oh, and has
he
nothing to
gets
stop
away.
it.
Roll
How
is
many-
still on cooldown.
How many stuns do they have on Chompers? They have Centaur stun and Earth Spirit stun.
Roll and Chrono.
And Chrono, so 2 normals and 1. Oh, they're just gonna TP out. Nope, gets
Oh,
canceled.
no, Bard.
Whoa, he got a
Guess-
kill!
No, no.
Whoa, Bard with the turnaround! Oh my god. Now Ursa's forced to go middle. Yeah, this is just a chaotic game. Just carries. It's the Wild West. Oh my god.
Void is already jungling. He's really sad.
Ryan's getting some sweet solo farm and eggs. 3 days is tranquil,
Dyer's
dude.
top tower is in some trouble.
And he's gonna hit level 6 at 9 minutes. 8 minutes, 30 seconds. This line's huge. Yeah, looks like Pronouns too just have a dream laning stage so far. Now they're gonna try to jump. Oh, nice earth spike there. Looks like a full range one too. You get a little bit of range if you target the ground, so I think that's what he did, because normally you can't reach that far with the earth spike.
We'll have to ask Turkey, the professional lion player.
Oh, Ghoul. Getting focus fired on mid. There's no way he runs out of this. That's a 3rd death to the Windrunner. Really rough.
One hell of a beating.
This Windrunner is so big.
Tower is hanging on by a brick.
Meanwhile, top lane, Slaughter gets slowed up. He's running away with the sprint. Can he get away? No.
That thing is standing on its legs.
But they get the tier 1 mid.
But this
5K net worth lead now. They just smoked under the creeps, so I think they're gonna see that coming top.
I mean, this Pugna just links up and does tower damage like crazy. Really good at that. Definitely a specialist on the Pugna there. Top lane, shackle shot, lands, stun, follow up. There's the finger and the hex. They're gonna
Oh,
be.
they have the damage.
He gets the shard. Oh, now they're jumping onto the Windrunner. There's gonna be tons of slows, but she's gonna have to run perfectly. There comes the TP, no stuns to follow. Will it be enough? It won't be. And now they're running down the Lion. The creeps onto it, but they get intercepted by the Slaughter. A nice heal keeps him healthy, but now Slaughter just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to chase the P5 Centaur, but he's getting slowed up like crazy. There's gonna be a stun from Lion, another blast from Pugna. Slaughter dropping really low. It's gonna be enough. And just a crazy game. Ghoul actually getting a kill from the Dazzle slow.
Forget I said that.
Seconds
Their
after the
bottom
fight has
tower
been over.
is in trouble, though.
Ursa. We got Veno and
Oh, super slow. He's got to ult and run. He ults and turns backwards, but he gets hit by a Vino Q. Oh, but it's so scary. He turns around trying to kill the Vino. One more hit will do it. He gets hit. Centaur up
he's
doing
gonna
some
die here.
aggression. But yeah, it's just not going to be enough.
no.
Lions here too. They want this Centaur. Chop, chop, chop.
He missed the stun.
Don't
Nice
look
try.
now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Oh my god. Where is that even? So, a two-way kill. But Ghoul actually gets more money because he got the streak from
No
winner.
XP though. He's still level 8.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top
Rushing
tower,
the eggs.
that baby is coming down.
Here we go. Bard knocking on that second tower. I just missed a kill
This
on
this,
Earth Spirit,
this Ursa's very large.
who was way out of position behind enemy creep lines.
Dyer's top tower just went brick
sure.
belly up.
I
6K
think
network
I
lead at 11 minutes.
like this Void's build better. You don't really go the mask. You just go like stats. And Lion's gonna get a little caught here. Double slow. There's just no way. He just accepted his fate. Turned around. Cast a spell. So how does this Centaur do anything? He's farming up. He's got 1,000 gold saved.
I think he's just an ult right now.
Maybe looking for blink. Might want to convert top. Slaughter. Away.
A soldier's
They
fortune.
are smoked bottom. Gotta look for someone here. But offlane Vino and Centaur. They're gonna see
find Bard.
Bard. They're gonna use everything to kill him. He is level 8, so it is a pretty good kill. He's trying to suck his way to victory. But
Ghoul will steal it. We'll secure it. They gave it to him.
decent pick. I mean, level 8 Pugna? Holy moly.
Don't look
Yeah.
now, but Radiant's
I think the one thing as Vino pick is you just gotta get this tower. And they do. They get the tower. They're gonna find the Earth Spirit who does a little bit of a juke, showing himself onto the lane right now. Thought maybe there was a ward. He just happened to sneak by. Oh, here comes the Hex. Focus fire. The stun. Oh my god. The beautiful. No stun stacking there. Just beautiful, beautiful play. Pronouns too, really feeling it. Sure.
Slardr's been pretty free too. He's got his Mage Slayer and he's working towards his Blink now. That'll be a big timing for them.
really-
With Roche. Oh, I think they're gonna go Roche.
I really like this. I really like this.
But Dazzle's in the area.
Corrosive Haze. And oh, in the triangle, Centaur gets caught. There's no focus fire, but oh my god, that mana drain is actually doing so much damage. Yeah, this Roche is dropping really quick. I really like the Amplify Corrosive Haze and the... I also like the Battle Fury Ursa. I think that you have to go Battle Fury on Ursa every game or you just lose.
Yeah, and he had it at 12 minutes.
Oh, wonderful timing.
Scanning around for enemies.
Oh man, I just... It's hard to see this vision because it doesn't look like they're getting their execution off perfectly, but I mean, pretty brain dead if you have stuns. Just kill, stun, kills. Bard is like doing
Yeah.
millions of calculations in his head. He's like, where do I gotta be? I gotta be nuking this tower right now.
Dyer's historical
Open the
bottom
map.
tower is destroyed. It was named, of course, after Jeff Bottom. That looks like all the details I was given. Just the Jeff Bottom.
Void almost got a Maelstrom. Like he has it
He
now.
does.
Centaur is going for that blink, 1,600 gold. They want to be able to stall for just a little longer, but how long can you stall? And this Ursa's almost got his blink as well.
Unstoppable.
I just missed
Great
a
play.
kill. There's just
They just
action all over the map. Top lane.
3-man gank. Oh, there's a
Slaughter.
stack for the Ursa.
Yo, there comes the Chrono onto the Slaughter. Is it gonna be enough damage? He doesn't have a lot of attack speed, but the slows from the Dazzle is gonna make sure that they're gonna be able to catch him.
They're going to get him.
The Recore get. Ooh! Dodge the stun. Nice stun. Yo, this Pugna is disgusting. He is just tower damage overtime.
You guys banning the Pugna against this guy or what?
I don't know.
Dyer's bottom tower, and it shows.
They're so confident in the Pugna that they let the other team have. Oh, that's
Yo,
so
you got
confident.
67 viewers now. Oh, they're rated. They rated you.
Oh, thanks for the raid, NADCL. Welcome. We're just watching the final game 3 of Pronouns 2 versus Chompers X in the Division 2 upper bracket. Sorry, we're volunteer productions. We're not
Volunteer productions here.
we're not as good as the guys you just saw. But we do have interesting games to watch. We have this offlane Vino. It's a vessel. He'll pop off.
I
He'll
mean,
pop
but
off.
that's what I was saying earlier. Is the Venomancer doesn't really feel like good unless he has like a lot of farm, and he does not have a lot of farm. Like the vessel at 16 minutes it's going to be underwhelming. The Ursa doesn't really care about the vessel. I mean, who really cares about the vessel?
It's true. Man, Ursa is gonna jump the first person he sees without hesitation. Boom, boy! Here they go.
Missed the
Earth
stun,
Spirit.
but
Oh, nice double stun from the Centaur, but there's gonna be no follow-up as they just have to shallow grave and run away. Lion's gonna blink forward aggressively and get the finger off, and they're gonna be able to find the Vino as well, using that focus fire. Ursa's gonna jump in and try to kill. Oh my god!
oh,
The Great Wall.
Unless it's basketball.
wow.
I mean, I think you can jump over it with a Q.
No, you can't. I don't think you can
No?
go over it. Period.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes.
I have gone over it before with like void.
I think
jump
you
or
can
something.
blink over it.
There's probably some like things that you can like probably like Firefly or things that let you go off cliffs or not.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I've like played so little Dota in the last like 2 months. I forget.
It's just a digital cliff. Oh, they're setting their sights on this. Ghoul. Gotta be careful, sir. There's a lion in your area. Hot and single lion in your area with the stun. Ursa chomping away at Ghoul. Oh, but this is
Ursa
gonna be
is in
pretty deep.
trouble.
He does have the Aegis, so he's holding on to his spells. It's gonna pop.
Alright,
The
we've
Windrunner with
got
a beautiful
Chrono.
shackle shot. Will they get the Chrono off? Oh, a double stun! Void's not gonna be able to get
oh
his
my
Chrono off! Oh, it's so
God.
close. And oh my gosh.
Just great spell casting by Pronouns here.
Insane shackle. Insane. They're
Like they were
playing
just
really
so
well.
patient, and the execution of all their spells there was just excellent. That could have been a disaster had they not.
Did Ghoul get out? I think there was nothing really to fight over except keeping your core alive, but they paid heavy price to live.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat.
I need to see what Bard's like building damage is. He's probably gonna eclipse like everyone combined or something.
Got
He's
the
just
Solar Crest
nuking overtime.
going into the Force Staff.
They just have no follow-up, even with a perfect stun, perfect chrono. Have no follow-up. Like, assume you get a perfect black hole chrono. Like, there's just not enough damage.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
Okay, Earth Spirit's gonna boulder in. Actually, dodges everything. They're gonna go in. There comes the ult.
Here comes the
The
Chrono.
Chrono! A nice Chrono onto 3 people. He's doing lots of damage. They're gonna pick off the Windrunner and the Lion and the Slaughter to follow. The Ursa is now trying to find
Ursa's
something.
dead.
Buy back from
Ursa's
the Vino. He's gonna try to get something out of
Ursa's
it.
dead.
Oh my god. Time walk forward. Bard, they get him. It's a 5-man
dead.
wipe.
Wow.
They do have enough damage.
Yeah, they do. In Chrono, they have a lot of damage.
And it all came from like insane, I don't know, just Maelstrom bashes.
Smoking rocks.
Just murdered everyone there. So we're gonna have to learn to respect the
Radiant's middle tower
Void after this game, maybe. Who knows? Wonderful team fight there. 5k gold swing.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a
But there was a buyback from Vino. He's got to be very careful. There's 2 TPs coming in. And a blinker. And that's
he is dead.
it. That is rough.
That's the Vino problem.
I don't know about that.
That's the Vino problem right there.
but it lives on in our
I think Vino's just got to transition to P5 and make Centaur 3. I think that's the only way to salvage whatever just happening in this game. He's going for an E-Blade.
tower is in trouble from the way it's being
Maybe. I don't know.
middle tower has kicked the concrete bucket.
Yeah, it doesn't do enough, I don't think.
Dyer's middle tower
I mean,
has taken one
with the Vessel and the Poison...
He's pretty
Chrono.
poor. Like Bard is 600 gold net worth above him.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is
Alright.
All right, so Ursa has an Orchid.
fine. You can look, it's kind of funny.
Ooh, boy.
This guy really likes Orchid. He's built it in every game.
It's really nice. Especially since BKB is like not as strong. I don't think Void wants to build BKB.
Don't look
Wants
now,
to build
but
Manta.
Radiant's bottom
He's building a BKB.
Oh boy. That's...
Misclick
Oh!
on
Can he get
Centaur.
away though? Can he get away?
Oh no, it's
He
the
needs to roll TP.
now, but Radiant's bottom
He needs to roll TP and pray for the best. Ah!
Oh, he gets him.
That was a... Or, felt Stampede for that. Yeah, this is like a tanky P5. They're looking to
Oh.
dazzle.
Nope.
It is daytime. He might be able to spot him. They want this Void.
I think
He
he's dead.
doesn't have any answers to the Orchid. He's gonna be very careful. Gets shackled, and that might just be it there. Yep. Really
Yep,
easy.
And they're
Up.
onto the Veno. Veno's
Super,
gonna get graved, but
super. Wow. Slaughter actually took a lot of damage there. Oh my god. They actually got the kill on the Slaughter. But I don't... It's not worth... We're not worth.
they have a lot of damage over time. Slaughter needs a BKB, which he is building.
Oh man, this is
I don't know about the Orchid on the Ursa. I think that he's gonna need I think he's gonna need a nullifier at some point, I believe. And Ags or a BKB. Oh, he's going BKB right now. He's BKB. He has BKB.
It's nice because as a unit, he is not... He has like
Dyer's skill
pretty
tower
similar targeting priority as his team.
will get more exciting.
So as a team, if like I think his job is just kill Dazzle or kill Void, and then the fight just. Everyone.
So
has so
Roshan will
much...
be up in 1 minute.
Oh, here comes a roll. It's not gonna connect. He's right in the face of Ursa, trying to push him away. The Stampede, it's not gonna be enough. They pick off the Earth Spirit, and now there's gonna be a double stun onto the Ursa, but he gets the Enrage off. He's gonna be chasing that P5, and the Centaur is gonna be quick to die as well. Slaughter gets hit in the back, but he's getting healed up by Pugna, and there comes the Chronosphere onto the...
So this Ursa's gonna
Ursa.
die.
They picked him off. Really nice physical damage there from the Dazzle, who has a blink. Ags. Now they're looking to catch. Dazzle is done. Oh, that was really close. Void took a step forward to time dilate, and then he almost got hit by the Jackal there. Yo,
That would have been a
Vino
disaster.
chilling.
So Roche is up in 13 seconds.
Oh my
Oh.
god, he's going for the assassination, but the Pugna is right there. Just giving him his life force, his energy. But Vino, there's 3 people. What can you do? There's gonna be 4 people. Dodge the power shot. Oh my god. And a finger
Oh.
charge for the Lion.
So close.
Was it enough time for his team to come and contest? They don't even have Chrono. The no for me, dog. Now Roche is gonna go to the top side. It's gonna be nighttime. I think Pronouns want to do the Roche soon.
Yeah, they're grouping up there.
Ooh, I like this Veil from Earth Spirit. Just amping the magic damage from it. Oh, they're looking for a pick top. Pretty deep. Void, be careful, buddy. You don't have a lot of mana, and I think they're pinging him out. Be very, very careful. Roche is roaring.
So I personally think that this Ursa needs an Ags.
I like the Ags. I think it makes it impossible for them to win.
You wouldn't guess, but he was
I think like he just doesn't die if he has an Ags.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
I would agree.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a
Now, Dazzle is a universal hero. And Ghoul is buying the best universal items.
tower is about to be a
Anta,
pile of smoking rocks.
Ags. But Vino, my man, level 12. Having
Going for a Midas.
really, really difficult game.
He's got in his quick buy, but
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower,
Man can
I'd
dream.
run on it. That baby is coming
he
down.
can. He can
But,
indeed dream.
Your man made of gold, as Bard is. Ogna. Just look at this guy's items, man. Force staff, solar, ether. Alright, did you see Dazzle down at the bottom? Slaughter.
Dyer's middle tower is insured.
I'm gonna try to
Thing is
clean up the
standing on its
wave.
last brick.
Kind of
But
quiet.
they're not really, you know, I mean, Chompers is doing a good job keeping waves pushed out. So it's gonna take most of this Aegis for Pronouns to get waves back in order to be able to apply pressure to these buildings. And I think that if they're not able to breach high ground with this Aegis, they're probably gonna want to wait for the next one. That'll give, you know, the Void and the Dazzle time to get their next item, which is probably, you know, the really only hope.
I have a really nice ward here on the Void. Did you see him? He time walks forward. It is about to expire, but if they catch this Void, it might be enough to breach the high ground. As they come a little deeper, Lion winner. Check right. There's the line. Can he get it? Oh my god, it's so close. It was off the edge. Turns around. BKB for a line kill. I agree. That's good. Might need a time dilate. Oh, but Bard coming in with the save. But they gotta get the chrono. He thinks it's good enough. Windrunner actually walks into it. And now Ursa. Where is he? He's not here. I don't see the Ursa. Oh, he's on the Dazzle.
Ursa's there.
But he's splashing so much damage on the Void. He spent his time killing the Nether Ward. Gonna be a buyback from the Dazzle. This is gonna be too much. Ursa is too strong. Too much damage. Too far ahead.
Yep. Yep. It ends up being a 2-for-2 with a buyback on Dazzle. Dazzle bought back?
Dazzle bought back.
Yeah, Dazzle did buy back.
But good, beautiful
That's not
chrono.
good.
He just needs like, he needs to get, if they can enable this Void somehow, vision, you know, enough support items so that he can get like a damage item, he could just make a miracle chrono. They always have that possibility. Especially with level 20, he gets that attack speed during the chrono, he definitely can kill anybody. Oh, they're looking for Void. I think they might have scanned him. They don't see him exactly. He is very evasive. He's doing really well with the farm. Almost baiting them to try to find him.
So this Lion went the Shroomba build. I don't know if you know who Shroomba is. But he
Shroomba.
went the Blink Aether Lens instead of good items.
That's a long distance suck.
Instead
Oh,
of, like, a
top lane.
Glimmer
They're gonna try to find
Force.
Ursa. He blinks away. There comes a. Okay, it's pretty early, so it's not really disrupting his damage. Ursa also.
He's got to be careful.
Oh, he's got the shard, so he gets enraged when he jumps. Now, Earth Spirit getting picked off almost immediately. No chrono to follow. Aegis, 35 seconds. They find Dazzle. He gets stampeded just enough to be able to get into a space. But I think they want to blink onto him as Ursa blinks behind enemy lines. There's going to be the shallow grave. Ursa pops his BKB. He's a little too deep. He's turning around, trying to jump away, but Faceless Void is right on top of him. Bard is just going to life drain him just enough to keep him alive. Nice heads up play there.
He dies there for sure. If he dies twice for sure. If they get him once, he would have just chronoed on top of him and would have been the end.
He's got Aegis, Cheese, Basher, almost an Abyssal, and just... Man. I would say the spirit is there for Chompers. The draft... It seems very, very
I
difficult
don't know.
to
This
execute.
Faceless Void here just sort of seems underwhelming.
Oh, he's getting
In
stunned.
the 2 games
Mana
we've seen
drain,
it.
Shackle shot,
And he's...
fingered, death.
Where's the Dazzle for the grave?
I think Ghoul is best on heroes that are high damage and
Playmaking.
very evasive. Yeah, and this
Like
Dazzle,
the playmakers.
he's. Oh, I don't know about this. That I do not know, guys.
And
This
that
is a
looks like it might be it.
this is a horror movie. What I
Buyback
just
from the
saw.
Centaur.
Trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
And Lion is soloing the Earth Spirit.
Where is he? He's a rock. Now he's dirt.
No
Void.
buyback on the Dazzle. He used it.
This
They might have to. They're gonna try not to buy. I don't think they buy back on the Void, but
this is a two.
they obviously know. They obviously know no buyback on Dazzle.
It's insane because any sort of skirmish turns into guaranteed tower damage with a Nether Blast. As you know, some other drafts can get us like a pick, and they're afraid to approach the high ground. These guys are not afraid at all.
This Bard guy might be like the greatest Pugna ever.
He might be Guinness World Record.
Dyer's top barracks just
All right, Mr. Void, what do you got?
I think they can go for Megas. There's no Dazzle.
Set up
They
here.
have Chrono, but
Oh, there comes a stun. We follow up. No.
only thing is if Pugna's gonna heal him, if they
True.
Chrono him.
It has to be a perfect chrono. Oh, another roll. It's deep. It's disastrous.
So
Big chops.
this guy played really well on Earth Spirit last game, and he sold game 1 and 3.
Uh,
Don't look now, but
Ah.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of funny.
I don't know.
Things are looking dire for
they-
Dyer's bottom top. Wow, that
Gotta like PayPal the entire team like 50 bucks each
tower is getting
to salvage. Oh, Void, what are you doing, brother? Okay, he gets a nice chrono onto the Pugna. It's an instant pick, and Dazzle actually blinking forward, but he's gonna get stuck in the trees. And now Ursa's just dumping the Faceless Void. He gets shallow grave, but it's not enough as there's so many heroes to kill. Slaughter falls, but not before taking out the rest
And
of
they're
the enemy
all
team.
dead. He's TPing in.
Oh, the dieback.
Oh! Oh, that's rage. Okay, just. Oh!
Yo, the PM pause. Do we have pause time left? Oh my goodness gracious. That is I oh, they're actually using it or what?
Oh, that's so. That's bad. That's bad.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I got no comments for that. Oh, they're mansling. They're mansling. Oh
Wait,
my God.
who started the mantling?
I have no idea.
You guys have done it a few times, right?
I personally have partaken into it once, but
I feel like that's a big Dendy thing. I feel like Dendy's all about the mantling.
we definitely play for mantles. Definitely play for mantles.
Oh, jeez. Well, Pronouns showed up in game 3. They showed up in game 3.
Nice draft. Oh my
Whew,
god.
that was exciting. That was
That
exciting.
was.
We had some good games there. Um,
That's so funny.
oh
Like
my
you're
dude, look at the post game chat.
like.
No words left on how bad we are, Mr. Earth Spirit.
uh
0 and
well
15. Oh my god. He was
so
0, 15 and 4.
he might have. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I think if they had some sort of setup like they did for game 2, Shadow Shaman, sorry, the Shadow Demon is, setting up everything. Yeah, I just don't know. I just think they needed a better 5. They really trapped themselves.
Yeah,
Dino.
the Veno and the Centaur really stood out as problem points in this game. Also we talked about Gould needing to be on the higher tempo. Oh, do we want someone for a winners interview? Should we get a
Yeah,
winners interview?
let's
All
do
right.
it.
All right, should we let's get him the
It's so funny because on my Discord you're like we're tripping out, but on the whole stream. All right, let's see if we could get a interviewee for the winner of Pronouns 2 versus Chompers X. Pronouns take it 2-1. Our opponent.
All right, I think this is Blood's. I think he joined. Yeah. All right. There he is. All right. Oh, I don't have. We're gonna have to go to the general channel. I don't have the power because I gave. I forgot I accidentally gave ownership to my Discord to somebody else, so I don't have that power anymore.
What's going on, boys?
Hey man, congrats.
Thank you,
Congrats.
thank you.
I guess can you take us through the adjustments you made from game 2 in terms of a draft and a strategy standpoint to really turn it around and come back with some more of a performance like you had there in game 1 where you sort of ran them over.
I think the biggest thing for drafting was just making sure the patches guy didn't get a hero that he could save on. Because I think every single time we play these guys, the only time that guy contributes is on someone who can just save other people. And then make sure Mortality doesn't get Brewmaster, because that hero is AIDS as hell to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something we noted, was that in the game 2 they had, the save. The game 3 they didn't. I mean, Centaur 5 and the Veno 3 was what we were just like, we just thought those weren't great picks in general.
I was really confused about the Venomancer. Like, I thought for sure it'd be like a 4, because it's like really good versus Ursa, but I don't know. If you pick that as a 3, I feel like you're getting 9 reports. Like, there's no way, like, that's a real pick. But I don't know. Maybe it's something Mercality's like good at. In
Well,
game.
it was yeah, you guys really took it to them. What is something, let's just look at game 2 for a second. What do you guys think went wrong for you in game 2 outside of, letting their pos 5 get a hero with a save?
So our pause 3 player, I don't know if you guys saw in the extensive pausing during those matches. So game 2, we actually had our pause 3 player have like a building blow up near the server next to his house. So
Oh
he
my
went from like,
god.
Ironically, I thought that was a joke.
no, like
Wow.
legit. So
I
he
would-
usually plays on 3 ping, and he was on like 200 ping for like half that game.
My
Oh
gosh.
Jesus.
And then after the game 2, I guess it got like better, so that way he could actually play the game. But yeah, that's kind of griefed us a bit. And then I think a lot of it was that some of the fights that we took later game, we kind of just ran it down and just fed into their team like 50 times in a row. But I think we were all pretty tilted from having like someone just disconnect, and then he pretty much, gypped half the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. October, got anything for him?
Yeah, so we saw Bard's performance on the Pugna. It's good enough for first pick, and it's one of those things that people don't ban. Um, take us through your mindset of why you guys
Oh,
like
I
the Pugna
mean,
so much.
I 100% think that hopefully these teams stop banning Meepo and they just start banning Pugna because Bard's Pugna play is absolutely nefarious. I mean, this guy is literally just sucking and fucking all game long, and no one can stop him really. As you can see, the one game that we lost, he got Jakiro, and what do you know? We lose the game. So it's like you pick Pugna on Bard, you win the game. It's like an auto win. And actually, game 3 we had double suck, and whenever you
Oh
get a
yeah,
double suck, it's too much for one hero
It's too
to
much
really
suck.
handle. Oh, way too much suck.
Way
Because
too much suck.
the
one
double.
of our key game plans has always been to suckle and fuckle them. And you first got to suckle before you fuckle, and that's a very key strategy that a lot of people don't understand unless you're absolutely gazooned out of your damn mind. So we just had to get our whole team back on that same game plan, and we were set game 3.
Nice.
All right. So I mean, you guys got you have Continuum Esports next week. Um,
Got any words
I
for them?
believe it was I believe it was a 2-0 in the group stage. Does
I think
this
did
series
we
help
get
you guys build some confidence going into that rematch?
well? I think we got 2-0 by this team in group stage 2, right? I can't. I think because I think whenever we played them though, they had riblets, and
I think
Ribs is
so.
a
Yeah.
Ribs is a certified professional on this game.
That
Yeah,
is
they
correct.
did
What
2-0.
position did who was
Dark
he?
Road.
He played mid last
Oh,
game.
so Ghoul was the
Yeah, I don't know
um
who this goal guy is, but he has to remove Quinn Callahan from his profile picture after his mid performance. There's no way, unless he's trying to like disrespect him or something. I don't know,
I,
but
well,
they need to get
I
riblets in
mean,
there again.
in every game I've watched, I mean, like in game 1 and game 3, those weren't like heroes that he typically plays well on. From what I've seen, like the puck is and like the quaps and are more his style. I mean, obviously Ember is probably, but that Timber pick was actually just like really powerful.
Oh, that was nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I knew like after that draft that you guys were gonna win. They just had no way to kill your team, and like Chrono was basically a useless spell in that game, no matter
yeah.
what.
Do you know like what their mentality for that last game was? Because it literally seemed like they had like a schizophrenic break for the last draft.
I think
Like I don't know what the fuck went
starting
on
at
there.
the fourth
I
pick,
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah, cause I don't know if this guy. I mean, because I haven't seen Dazzle mid since like the last patch or whatever. Whenever his
I
meta.
think the only way that Dazzle mid would work is possibly at a 24 in a like a really strong lane matchup. I mean, picks at 23 and you just go Wind Ranger, and it's
Yeah, he just can't do shit.
what do you do? You
Yeah,
just fed.
they just only had one real hero on their team, and it's Void. And Void can't. This guy can't just carry them all. So I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely good. Our team was able to come back from 0-2, hopefully to do the same next week versus Continuum. Although I don't know, has Continuum lost to anyone yet, or I think they've only like dropped the game. I think.
They lost 2-0 to Yodi Brody. I don't know. Did they have
Wait,
subs in that game?
I don't think we've lost to OT.
You did to Yodi
Oh,
Brody.
really?
Oh, you had Bloom off lane. That's when you had no turkey. That's when you had no turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
don't even.
actually
Turkey
You can't
isn't
count games without
Turkey
turkey.
a degenerate ES player as well. I want to say.
Yes.
There's like
Yes,
three
he
or
is
four people
also.
who literally only play this fucking hero.
Well,
I don't get it.
he doesn't only play it like this other clown does. Like if you don't ban it, he's not gonna pick it every game if you don't ban it. But he is a degenerate Earth Spirit player.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think we played against Mr. Sealer Rune, and he's subbed in for like 4 different teams that we played against.
Oh my
And
god.
every time it's the
Yeah,
same fucking team.
he seems to pop up in every series.
A
Dude,
And it
mercenary.
seems
he's
like
like,
he loses like every game, but I don't know.
damn.
It's just me.
Oh no.
I've
No,
always seen him lose. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know why people didn't pick that hero. I feel like that hero is complete dog shit, but people keep picking him because it's the only hero they know.
I mean, I've
So
seen Breezy, who's on Yodi Brody, playing at mid. still.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I
I don't know
saw
who plays
Breezy
who.
played at mid against Continuum.
Maybe it's mid then. Maybe it's playable mid, but at least 4. It just doesn't seem that crazy. Seems like you
Doesn't
always
seem
want
that good.
range pause 4s now.
Yeah, I mean, in the second game, he like was so farmed on that Earth Spirit. And then in game 1 and game 3, he just like missed all of his rolls and fed. That was mind blowing.
Yeah,
It-
I think game 2 is pretty like I don't know, at the beginning of the game, I don't know what minute it was whenever he first disconnected, but it's like I don't know, really grief to have like a laning sage trying to CS someone, trying to like lane with 200 ping whenever you're used to 3. And
Mhm.
then
Yeah,
I mean,
that
to
makes
be fair,
sense.
we didn't take the best of fights late game. I think we definitely could have won that game too, but it's what can you do?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, your tiny was also like really poor, which didn't help. But I think you almost brought it back. You definitely had some
Yeah.
well executed fights there where you brought it within striking distance.
I'm telling you, if Sven would have lost because he fountain dived and died to our fountain, I guarantee you we could all check his Amazon Prime shopping cart and he'd have razor blades in there. Like guaranteed overnight shipping delivery. There's no way he wouldn't have that shit right there. Like, dude, if you lose a game because you dive fountain and you die, like that's insta overnight delivery.
That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Anything else? Anybody? Any last comments?
Yeah, you guys got any words for your opponents next week?
Any words? I don't know what kind of animals they have on their team, but I'm sure they're all just freshly released at the zoo. I'm sure we'll just dumpster dive them as well. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
All right, October. I guess you're a freshly released animal from the zoo.
Listen, it's the classic. It's the classic mindset. Everyone who's worse than me is a Smurf, or is it a
Everyone who's
campfire?
better is a Smurf. Everyone
Yeah,
who's worse than is a campfire.
exactly.
All
Gotta have
right,
that. Gotta have that mindset
that's
in every game.
That's
yeah.
true. You
No,
gotta have that ego.
no, sounds good. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
But thanks for the
Alright,
interview,
well,
boys.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
GG's. It was a real entertaining series to watch for sure. And obviously we'll be watching next week.
Yeah.
Huge.
Congratulations on the
Appreciate it, boys.
win. All right.
See you
Yeah.
guys.
See.
Thanks, man. Peace.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up.
Oh, all
For...
right. But yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Okay. Thanks, Grapefruit, for joining the co-cast.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Any words for the stream?
Was fun. We'll be back next week. Maybe I'll cast. Actually, I can't cast my own team's games. That would be illegal. Well, I could do it from TV, but that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah. And I playing next week on Continuum against the team that you just saw. Have a good. I'll stream that as well. But other than that, if you liked saw, follow NADCL. That's following. It's a lot of fun. I've played it for about 2 seasons now. And, there was big gap houses for. I think this is just one of those things you can do to play with better people, improve your skills as a player or a caster, whatever you want to do. If you want to help develop. Thanks for joining me. I'm October.